8 minutes until showtime. 7 minutes until showtime. 6 minutes until showtime. 5 minutes until showtime. 4 minutes until showtime.
What's up, gentlemen? Good afternoon. Can everybody hear? I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you, buddy.
Hello.
Welcome to Sunday football.
What's up, bud?
How you doing, man?
Hanging in there. Getting ready for the game to start here.
I was in Baltimore last night celebrating Christmas with some friends, and I was only half paying attention to our chat, and then this morning I went in and read the articles. I mean, all that stuff that Odell said might be true, but that doesn't mean
3 minutes until showtime.
Hey, Jimmy, can you hear me?
I could hear you, Joe. Joe, that's Justin. Justin, that's Joe.
Hey, Justin,
Hi,
how you
Joe.
doing? Hey, Justin's got an echo, just to let you know. Every time he speaks about it echoes, just letting you know.
It's echoing. Try to maybe lower the volume or lower the call volume, Justin. See if that works.
Does
I
that
don't know
work?
enough about this to know it'll work or not.
My daughter pointed that out. She's laughing. She goes, he's saying things twice.
What were you saying, Justin, about what he said?
I was just saying you can't say it like it might be true, but that doesn't mean it's a good thing to say, right?
Hey, man. Yes. Right? I mean, it could be 110. We said this before, right? We said it when they were
2
talking about
minutes
frustrated
until
players
showtime.
and all that good stuff, the frustration, and we said it, like, you can voice it all you want to the general manager and the coach, but, like, on a Facebook documentary, bro, like, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the defense rests. You know how I feel about that son of a bitch. I mean,
and bring it up that point.
It's just another thing to add to the litany list of things. And I'll tell you where he didn't hurt that quad muscle was going for that onside kick.
Damn right. And that goes back to what I was saying last week, was not saying that they're better off with or without, but if you get offered that first round pick and more, do you go for it with this guy on the team? I don't know.
You don't got to sell me. I
1
would do it.
minute until showtime.
I would do it regardless of what happens today. But I think, segue into today's game, which is getting ready to kick off in just a little bit. I think that we're going to find out today against an uptick in competition if last week was a Redskin team that gave up. And that was the reason for the party in D.C., or it speaks to a chemistry thing without OBJ. I think that's going to be a huge thing to watch for today.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. The weather up here is crap, man. So I was out a couple times this morning, and it's that light rain, but 38-degree weather. So it's cold. It's got the bite to it. So I'm thinking more along the lines of a lot of runs today and see what happens.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
I'm pretty sure we've been live. So we're going to keep it going and just keep doing what we were doing. Welcome, Giant fans, if you're with us. This is the 5th game I think we're going to attempt to do live. We're going to take you all around the league. We understand there's a lot of you guys in fantasy playoffs as well. We're going to give you the play-by-play here for the Giants and the Titans. I got Justin with me, our co-host for the Bleedbigblue podcast show. And we got Cousin Joe, who's been with us for the last couple of weeks as well. Gentlemen, happy Sunday. If you guys are just joining us. Justin, what do we say when we start the podcast, man?
Play the drop.
Welcome to the Bleed Big Blue podcast, dedicated coverage of the New York Football Giants by your hosts, Marco, J Money, Tim, and Captain Negative. Streaming to you live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Edge.
And Cousin Joey. So welcome if you guys are just joining us. About to get things started here. Justin, I know that you still have that glimmer of hope, right? For the playoffs. How you feeling?
I mean, it's try your best to win every game. I think we're still there. There's a lot of talk about, is Eli going to be around next year, or what are things going to look like? we still have games that matter. And so until we don't, I'm focused on this season.
And your reports come out this morning that the Giants, likely to stick with Eli Manning heading into the 2019 season. I think these next 3 games are going to speak volumes to that, whether it happens or it doesn't. And we are almost underway here, Giant fans. We'll look real quickly as the Giants get set to kick off here. Arizona at Atlanta, Detroit at Buffalo, Green Bay, Chicago, Oakland, Cincinnati, Dallas, Indy, Miami, Minnesota, Washington, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, your 1 o'clock games. And we are underway at a rainy Giant Stadium as the field is fielded inside the end zone and taken out to around the 26-yard line. And that is where the Tennessee Titans in their road whites will start against our New York Football Giants in our home blues. So, gentlemen, here we go. Mariota,
Start your engines.
Start your engines, right?
I think you'll see Tennessee run the ball early and maybe build some play action off of that. So it'll be interesting to see how the defense responds.
And they'll start from the 26 on a 1st and 10. Under center is Mariota. Takes the snap, and he play action now rolls right, has some time, throws, and it is complete out across maybe to the 40. And it'll be a Tennessee first down to start the game off the play action. I'm not sure who that was with the reception, gentlemen. If you can see that, let me know here.
It was Taylor.
There you go.
13.
Gain of around 13, 14 yards is what they'll call it to the 40. And quickly Tennessee comes out of the shotgun. Hand off and now throw out to the left to the same Taylor and dragged down there by the Giants after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Tennessee running a no huddle. Getting some pace early.
Coming out looking to get the Giants off balance. As now Mariota back under center from his 43. Giants look like they jump. Maybe a free play and now they blow it dead. I'm watching without volume, so have a little patience with us here on these stops of play. But a flag comes down, encroachment on the Giants, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Those sorts of penalties, not what we need early, especially when you're lined up right next to the football. Josh Morrow, stay, watch the ball. It's not difficult.
Defense is deaf. Defense is deaf. I remember my coaches screaming that. 2nd and 2 now from the Tennessee 48. Mariota with a pitch to the left, and that's Derrick Henry cutting back. Now back to the middle to the 50, to the 45. He stumbles down to the Giant 41-yard line on a nice little run. Took the pitch left, had some room, stutter step, had some patience, brought it back right. Nice little game. First down, Tennessee.
Derrick Henry, has he rediscovered himself in the past 2 weeks?
Now it takes it again and churns forward on a nice gain of around maybe 6, close to 7, right up the middle there. And Mariota sticking with the pace and right back to the gun they go. And now he comes up under center from the Giant 36 on a 2nd and 4. Corey Davis in motion to the top of your screen if you're watching. And it is a handoff to Derrick Henry to the right. It's got the first down to the 30. Good gain. And Tennessee having their way with this Giant defense early on this first drive.
I mean, this is impressive for the Tennessee Titans. They came in and they've established pace and they've run the ball right down our throats.
Pretty much like every
action
team does this year.
Well, let's hope the Giant defense can tighten up here on a 1st and 10 from the Giant 30. Mariota under center, takes the snap, play action again, now rolls right and incomplete. Good coverage there by the Giant defense. Was Goodson there, looks like on a tight end, and knocked it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The linebackers in pass coverage have been a key to defensive success over the past few weeks. It's good to see Goodson getting in on some of that some of that early.
It's Dion Lewis in the backfield as Mariota's in the gun. Lewis is to his left. 2nd and 10 from the Giant Dirty. Opening drive here. And now a little swing out to Lewis. Good coverage there by Ogletree, who runs them out of bounds for maybe a yard. Maybe. And it'll set up a 3rd and long. So a chance for the Giant defense, despite the good drive, to make a play here and force Tennessee to kick a long field goal in this weather. Mariota 3 for 4 for 17 yards on this opening drive. Henry 3 attempts for 22. Taylor with the 2 early catches for 17. And it's led to a 3rd and 9 here from the Giants, call it the 29-yard line. Looks like they have it marked at the 30.
For those that are watching on TV, that's a sick mustache from Marcus Mariota.
He looks good. He's got the porn stash. Whips it across the middle and off the hands of Taylor. Would have been a first down. He was open. And thank you for the weather there. Slips off his hands, and that's going to be a long field goal attempt coming up for the Titans. He was open, guys.
Yeah, one thing to watch today, too, is Lewis out of the backfield, because if you go back to the Chicago game, Cohen 8 our linebackers up out of the backfield. So it's something to watch with this play action and Derrick Henry pounding the ball, then feeding off of that with Lewis out of the back.
It'll be suck up from 48. Hopefully he sucks this up. Snap, spot, kick, and no good, Giant fans.
No good.
He sucked it up.
Good job there by the Giant defense to hold them for a long field goal and sucks it up, and it'll be Giant ball. Here comes Barkley and crew when we come back. Good job by the D, guys, despite that drive.
Here.
How about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good bend, don't break. You know, in previous iterations of this team, you know, you would see them not be able to make that stop. So to be able to sort of gather themselves together and sort of stiffen up a little bit, it's a good sign. Shows some defensive heart, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's take a quick look around the league. So far, the only score looks to be in Minnesota, as Minnesota has taken a 7-0 lead there. Guys, I'm trying to stay on top of all this stuff. So if you have stats on who it was that scored the touchdown or how it happened, throw it in here. I missed it live, but it's 7-0 in Minnesota right now.
Big play in the Dallas game, Jimmy.
What happened? Talk to me.
Big play in the Dallas game. It looks like they were going for a field goal, got blocked. They ran it back for a touchdown. It's going to all come down to review if he was touched with his knee on the ground, whoever recovered it, because it was a scrum. But
now I'm guessing Indy recovered, because I see that Dallas had the ball 4th and 4 from the Indy 30.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing
recovered. Yep.
All right. So let's see what happens there. Nothing's going. I got the stat tracker. Go ahead. What happened in Minnesota?
The Minnesota touchdown was Kirk Cousins to Stephon Diggs from 13 yards out. Kick was good by Dan Bailey.
And it is 7-0 in Minnesota. And now I get the update that the Indy touchdown is good. Joe, keep us abreast if you're watching there. I got that the touchdown is good. We'll see if that's a delay or if that's real time and they really called it. That would be 7-0 Indy in a game that interests the Giant fans. Extra point pending. Right now it's 6-0 Indy.
Nice.
So how about that, guys? Got to throw some $3-4 words in there every now and again, Justin.
Yeah, that was like $4.50.
Thank you, buddy. We'll get around the league in a little bit as Eli Manning and his 357 career touchdown passes, tied for 7th in NFL history, come under center in the rain in Jersey. Giants from their own 38 on a 1st and 10. Hand off to Saquon, and he is out to around the short of the 40, across the 39, but short of the 40 on a first down run there. 2nd down and 8 for a Big Blue.
I will say that's something that I've seen from Saquon, just a willingness to take those those short runs rather than try to break it up, outside early and, try to keep us ahead of the chains.
Which is one of the things we questioned about him, and it's proved to be something that he's very good at, and he's learned, and even in preseason, as incomplete to the left intended for Barkley there, 3rd and long, off his fingertips. Would have been a tough catch, 3rd and long for the Giants. But, Justin, that was something that, we said he was talented, that he could be a matchup nightmare coming out of the draft. But we also said we had questions about between the tackles. He has surpassed those expectations by far. So you're right. He's learned to take those tough yards sometimes, and that's encouraging that he continues to evolve as a player. So 3rd and 8 now. Eli out of the gun, has the ball, drops back, now lofts it up. Looks like an ugly pass, and it comes down. Could have been caught by Shepard. Coverage wasn't bad. Looks like it bounced off his chest a little bit and falls incomplete. Coverage looked like it was by Ryan. That wasn't pretty, guys, but it still could have been complete. You could argue that there should have been a penalty.
There, Jim.
Yeah, could argue that there could have been a penalty on that as well. So, we'll see what happens there. We'll see watch that as we move along. How they're calling that.
Shepard's got to make that catch.
Of course, right?
That's a catchable ball.
I mean, he drops back. He probably saw the PI, threw it up. He's got to catch it. It's got to come down with that.
Giants punted there, but it was blown dead.
For all you non-football related fans
now,
out
Joe,
there,
they took the touchdown off the board in Indy.
Yes, I thought that was going to happen because it was a scrum, and it looked. He just grabbed the ball and he looked like he was touched. So, but
okay. So the block is good, and it's 1st and 10 at the Dallas 44 for Indianapolis.
Correct.
We'll keep you in the loop there. Okay, good. So no score there. Take the touchdown off the board in Indy in a big game for the Giants, as the Giants will punt it again after the penalty, and it bounces down inside the 30 and will be fielded dead at the 25-yard line of the Titans. That's where Mariota, Henry, and Dion Lewis will get going.
Hey, Jim, you want some Yankee news?
Go ahead, yeah.
Yankees are set to meet with Manny Machado on Wednesday.
Wow. Good.
For all you Yankee fans out there, Machado coming in on Wednesday.
Justin, how do you feel about that?
I love it.
I got a question for you. Now. Would that mean that they have to be entertaining a trade with Andujar?
100%, I think.
I think so, because I don't think. Here's the thing.
Would it make sense to bring in Machado if you still had? I mean, that's too many, right?
We're not touching Didi, right? And so, we have enough bats to cover the DH. But I think, if Machado comes in, I think that's a sign that Andujar's on the way out, and hopefully.
Now, Joe, as a Mets fan, is it Thor?
No, not straight up. No way.
No, well, not straight up. But if it was part of a three-team deal that brought you Romaldo.
Correct, like was rumored,
and a couple of prospects,
and that's a possibility that the Mets could get Andujar and Realmuto in a 3-team deal, and Thor might be going somewhere else, maybe to the Yankees.
Now, how about that? That's funny, man. Do you think that they would make that trade, Yankees and Mets?
Let me tell you something. This guy, this new GM, what he's doing,
I think the new GM would do it.
I think he would do it 100%. If the right deal comes through, he's going to do it. He's not afraid.
I think he has the balls to do it. I really do. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So, back to the Meadowlands.
I can't believe they went with the neutral end zones.
Yeah, not happy about it. It is what it is. I don't really care, to be honest with you.
Possible touchdown. Nope. Let's see. No. Got him on the 1.
We're going to spin around the league in a little bit. The Colts are going in.
Colts are going in.
I see that, Joe. The Colts are going in. We'll get to that here. But more importantly, Giant fans, here we go. Mariota's under center at their own 25 on a 1st and 10. Now pitches it to Henry, who bobbles it a little bit. Good penetration from the Giants, but Henry gets away and gets a nice gain up to the 30-yard line. That was a chance for the Giants there. He bobbled the pitch, slowed down. The Giants hit him in the backfield, and was that Riley that missed him?
Curtis
and he scampers out for a gain of 5. So, chance to set up a 2nd and long there, and now it'll be a 2nd in prime territory, 2nd and 5, as now out of the pistol comes Mariota with Corey Davis in motion from their own 30. Mariota takes the snap, handoff. Oh, no, he keeps it, and there he goes to the 40-yard line, gain of around 10 and a 1st down out of bounds. Mariota fooled the Giants defense and fooled me for a second, and gets a gain of 10, 1st down Titans.
You listened on Wednesday. This was the part of the potential Tennessee attack that frightened me a little bit. The Giants have struggled with the quarterback option, the RPO, if you will, on a regular basis this season. And Mariota is mobile.
Hand off to Henry, and another solid gain for Derrick Henry out to the Tennessee 49-yard line, it looks like. It's 4th and 1 now as the Dallas D is tightened up, so we'll keep you in the loop. In Indy, no score in the other game the Giant fans are interested in Jacksonville. Washington has the ball, no score there. 2nd and 3 out of the gun, and now a little pitch play to the man in motion, and he gets around 5 out to the right side. Tajay Sharp, 1st down. It's going to go as a pass on a little shovel to the man in motion coming underneath Mariota, and he was able to turn it up, get 5 yards, 1st down. And it was Henry. That was out of the Wildcat. Snap to Henry, pitch to Sharp, 1st down.
Tennessee not afraid to pull out some tricks early and try and set the tone offensively.
The reason I missed the Wildcat was simple, because there's a penalty in Indianapolis on an incompletion by Luck. They might have went for it on 4th down. Now it's 1st down. There, little pitch play to Derrick Henry, and churns his way forward to the right, gain of around 3 or 4.
Hey, Jim, I got an update on that Dallas game. Dallas, Indy, there was a penalty, but Indianapolis was able to punch the ball in, so it should be 7-0 Indy.
For fantasy purposes, it was Marlon Mack from a yard out. So if you played Marlon Mack and you're listening, tip of the cap there in your Final Four weekend, most of you. Hand off to Henry, stuck in the backfield. Good penetration by the Giants there. Morrow met him first. Others joined. Loss of 5, 3rd and 9.
Some of these run options, I mean, it looked like they didn't need to block Morrow. He split the gap, and
loss of 2. I'm sorry.
He was there before the ball was.
3rd and 9, Giant fans, clap your hands, get up. Another chance for a stop. Giants stopped them on a 3rd and 9. They missed a field goal. Now from the Giant 45, Mariota out of the gun. Lewis is back. And now play blown dead. Was there a timeout? Looks like a timeout might have been called by Tennessee. And as they go to a timeout, we'll check around the league. Arizona knocking at the door on a 2nd and 1 from the Atlanta one. And as we speak, they go in. David Johnson, if you're listening, for fantasy purposes, goes in from 1 yard out. Arizona takes an early lead in Atlanta, 6-0 extra point pending. Buffalo ball at home. They have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 14 after a Detroit punt, 4:02 in the 1st. Chicago has the ball, 2nd and 1 from the Green Bay 25, 6 minutes left there. No score, 6 minutes left there. Cincinnati has the ball 1st and 10 from their own 49, 9 minutes in the 1st there, between them and Oakland. You know about Indy. We'll check Mariota on 3rd and 9 as he's out of the gun. looks to be changing the play a little bit, calling out the blitz. Are the Giants coming? Are they not coming? Here we go. Takes the snap. Giants are coming. They pick it up, slings it out to the left. It's Corey Davis, first down. Jenkins knows who he is now.
Freaking Jenkins, man. Honestly.
Beat on the out. They picked up the blitz, and Mariota got it out to Davis and right back up to the line of scrimmage. They are at the Giant 34. Under center, handoff to Lewis. Good penetration again by the Giants. Riley was there first. Ogletree and Chandler joined them shortly, and it'll set up a 2nd and 12, loss of 2. Touchdown Vikings. Looks like Dalvin Cook. Washington, no score with the ball. 2nd and 3 at the Jacksonville 49. Baltimore and Tampa Bay scoreless. Baltimore and Lamar Jackson at their own 37 on a 3rd and 7. 7:48 there. Back to Jacksonville real quick. 6 minutes left there. 2nd and 12. Mariota in the rain from his own 36. Play action to Henry. Now steps up plenty of time. He's going to take a shot. And he overthrows him. Not close, out of the back of the end zone. Had sharp. But good coverage there by the Giants. It looks like Mariota might have thrown it away. Joe, your boy Mizell takes the Bears into the red zone on a pass from Trubisky.
Freaking guy, man. I think they picked him up off the streets for some reason and started playing him.
Joe, text Colella and tell him I'm on the podcast.
I will.
I should have just answered. Tell him to call back. He's in our semifinals in our money league. Here's Mariota out of the shotgun on a 3rd and 12. Good pressure, spins away. Now plenty of time, throws it, got him, first down. Is that Davis again? It is at the 19-yard line. Mariota buying some time with his feet, staying alive to the left. Giants got good pressure initially. First down, Tennessee, Justin.
Corey Davis just sort of found an open spot in sort of that, that quarterback safety drill. And, Michael Thomas sort of bit up there, as you can see on the replay, to address Mariota, and Mariota fired it in right behind him. So first down Titans, and they're approaching the red zone.
As Henry takes the handoff, and he is down. Yeah, Chris. And there's a flag down after a gain of around 4. We'll check the flag. Looks like it might be a holding penalty. We'll check it, and it is holding. It's a holding against the Giants on a run play. That's usually against a defensive lineman, and it is. It's against B.J. Hill. Bullshit. And that'll be 5 yards and an automatic first down. Oh, bullshit call. Show that again.
Rare that you would see a defensive holding penalty.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the Super Bowl against the Ravens in the year 2000 when Armstead picked it off, took it to the house, and they called it back on a hammer Keith Hamilton defensive holding penalty on a fucking screen. I remember almost. Joe, I was at your house in the basement. Henry, handoff inside the 9 and dragged down at the 6. I was at your house in the basement, Joe, watching that game. I'll never forget that.
I know. I remember that vividly.
We went ape shit. Ape shit.
That we did.
Nice tackle.
That was when our hearts could take it.
Can we hold Henry out of the end zone, please?
Well, here we go. 2nd and goal.
Come on.
Giants defense is held for a field goal once. Here's Mariota. Handoff. Henry, he gets in. Got hit at around the 2, but the Giants, he just bounced off a couple of guys, and he falls into the end zone. Derrick Henry continues his hot streak, and Tennessee 6-0. Impressive drive on their opening drive, and the defense held, and they missed the field goal, and then
watch that
they come right back down. And was he down? Was that knee down, John?
Down.
Where's the ball? Hold on. Here, we'll get a better look here. No, you got to see it from the other side. I got to see it from the other side. Why aren't there fucking cameras like right on each goal line. He has to be short.
I think he was. It looks to me he was short, and it's for selfish reasons too, because I'm playing against him.
With all the goddamn views that they show you, why aren't there two cameras just straight down the goal line, left and right, to see on plays like that where the ball is in those situations, right?
Yep, you're 100% correct.
Because you can tell that his knee's down, and it looks like it would be short, but you can't really tell. And if you can't really tell, they're not going to overturn it. But if you had a view straight down the line there, you'd be able to see point blank if he was in or not when that knee comes down, right or wrong.
You're right, and you know what, technology? I'm not sure how these goal line things are at the each end, but
put cameras on the pylon.
Think of hockey, and think of a hockey net, right? With the magnetic stuff, right? So you put a magnet underneath the turf, you have it there with a camera. It's still going to be safe because if a football player hits it, it's going to get knocked over anyway. So why don't you put the technology in there? Right down the goal line for each one.
Right down the goal line. Down the goal line. And then put two cameramen there just in case too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's important. I don't know. Like, don't take any of the cameramen away, but just add those things. Can we do that for all the league the money makes? For all the money the league makes? Unbelievable. Fired up. Hopefully they got a view of it when we come back. Because if you can see it, Giants fans, it looked short. It looks like when that knee comes down that the ball would be short of the goal line, but I got a bad feeling that it's going to be one of those we couldn't tell scenarios. So the play will stand. So we'll check it when we come back. 14-0 Minnesota, Indianapolis 7-0. Dallas ball dirt in 3, going back in at the Indianapolis 25. Cincinnati, that's no score. Screw them. Chicago got in. Not sure who got in for them, but they got in 7-0. Field goal, Redskins get on the board first in Jacksonville, 3-0 there. Arizona still leads 7-0, and they have the ball back. Looks like all your other games, as far as I can see, are scoreless. And the ball was short of the goal line. So the call's overturned, and the Giant D gets another chance to stop him on a third down.
They're gonna give it to Henry again. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
There it is. There's the best view. And why isn't there a guy on the other side? Same spot, this other side. All right, 3rd and goal. No score. Ball inside the 1. 2 wide receivers to the right. Man in motion to the left. Henry's the back. Mariota sneaks. Did he get in?
Yeah.
Looks like he got in. He's in.
No.
Hold on. Hold on.
Wow.
This looks like one of those Deshaun Watson bullshit calls from last night, where they called him in the ground and they stopped the play and he spun away. Hopefully they say his momentum was stopped there and they don't continue it. How about that, Joe? They market it, Justin. Guys, it looks like if you let the play continue, or is he just in?
I'll tell you right now, I just watched a replay. It looks like he's in. But
he's in. Why wouldn't you challenge that inside the 1? 4th down now.
Looks like they're going to run the same play.
Handoff. Henry scampers. He's in. Step to the left, put his shoulder down, just went forward and got in easy. No flags or denial there, or knees down. He's in. 6-0 Tennessee. Extra point pending. 2:43 in the first on a 15-play, 75-yard drive that took 7 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock.
I mean, to be honest with you, Tennessee did exactly what I was looking for us to come out and do and establish the run. And, I hope that it's not a situation where they the Giants let this take them out of their game plan for the game. It's only 7-0. You try to throw the ball early on the next drive in this rain, and you're going to give it back to them on 3 and out.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Justin. I think you have to be sound in what you want to do, and come out and just execute it better, get a couple of first downs here. I think it comes down to no matter if you're calling pass plays or run plays, I think you got to execute here, come down and get some points. Your defense has been on the field a lot in the opening quarter so far. So, give them a break, come down, sustain a drive, move the chains, and try to get some points. Even a field goal would be beneficial here, considering how, the defense has been, let's be blatantly honest, dominated, through the first 13 minutes, 12 minutes of this football game. So,
hey, Jimmy, I got a update for you.
Go ahead.
He just wanted to say hello.
Okay. Screw him.
Okay. I just want, you asked me to, I'll give you the
That's
update.
fine. No, I appreciate it. I'll reach out to him after later on if he's allowed to talk at that point.
But you guys
he
are
must have been running
point.
out for groceries.
Yeah, probably. But I tell you, if this game looks like it's just going to be, what you guys said, Tennessee's just going to run the ball down the throats. The Giants have been susceptible to the run all season, and with Snacks gone now, it's even worse. So if they're smart, they'd continue to do that because I don't think they'll stop them.
Giants field it, and he is tripped up at the 28 there. Late flag comes in. Check it.
It's probably for that hit.
Blocking the back or something like that. We'll see what we have. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 7 yards out from Driscoll.
Needed that.
There you go, buddy. I think you're in a money league playing for some dough, huh?
Yes, sir. Problem is, I'm going to
6
get
points,
too,
and if
so.
it's a PPR more on a 7-yard touchdown from Driscoll to Boyd for you. And Cincinnati jumps out 7-0 over the Raiders at home.
Sophia, shut that door.
As usual, we'll go around the league in just a little bit. Eli hands off Barkley, and he is met by somebody not wearing a helmet, and a couple other Titans, and not a very good first down play for our New York Football Giants.
Speaking of the usual, as usual, all of Nicholas's friends are coming here. They call this now the lab. The lab.
Oh. Yeah, well, the lab better remember. We'll have to tell Justin, fill Justin in on the story how they left you out for food. And play action, Eli. Now he throws out to Barkley, complete and out of bounds, gain of around maybe 6 or so. Set up a Giant 3rd down and short. Maybe 5 there. 3rd and 4 they're going to call it. Play action to Barkley, complete to Barkley. And a big 3rd down coming, Justin, because like you said, want to try to get some points here, right?
Not only that, you have to get a first down here to give our defense a little bit of a rest.
Give them a rest. Shotgun, buddy. Here we go. Shepard in motion. Eli, good catch there. Now throws out to the left and complete. Is that Russell Shepard? I think it is. And he had both feet in.
Down.
Oh, come on. He didn't? I thought he did.
No.
Show me it again. Bullshit. Let's see.
Got the catch.
Well, he was juggling it. Hold on. 1, 2. That's a catch, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a catch.
Shermer. That's a catch, right, Justin?
That's a catch.
1, 2.
I knew he had the feet. I didn't know. And he bobbled it first, and then he brought it in. Now they come in and overturn it. Common sense applied.
Changed the call.
And it's a complete to the other Shepard for a Giant first down. Nice throw there by Eli over the outstretched arms of a defender. First down Giant. They get the drive moving. Big 3rd down conversion.
What? I don't understand how there's only 8 seconds on the play clock. They just overturned it.
Play action. Now throws out. There's Evan Ingram. First down Giants. Gain of around 15. We'll see what they mark it as he's ran out of bounds. In Tennessee territory, looks like.
Looks like he's grimacing.
Detroit in the red zone. Dallas in the red zone. 4th down there. Minnesota back in the red zone. Giants trying to get there. 1st and 10. Under a minute left in the opening quarter. Tennessee leads 7-0. Giants have the ball to Tennessee 39. Barkley in the backfield. Hand off, and they blow it dead. Looks like it was going to go to Barkley.
False start, Giants.
And the Giants not doing themselves any favors. A false start. Latavius Murray from 18 yards out. Minnesota blowing out Miami. Right now it's 20-0 in a game they desperately need. Big lead there for the Vikes.
Would also be a big blow to the Giants' playoff hopes if they were to win out. They do need Minnesota. Just a horrible play from Barkley.
Hung out to dry there. It pitched to the right. We were a little delayed on the call, but the pitch to the right, and it was really nothing to call about. He was hung up, good penetration by the Titans, and then Barkley just tried to use his God-given ability to make something out of it and turned nothing into worse. And a 10-yard loss and 3rd down and long when we come back as the first quarter ends. 7-0 Titans.
Looks like we got a Detroit Lion touchdown.
So, all right, let's see what. All right, okay.
You got to realize there, if you're Saquon, that it's 1st and 15. 2nd and 13 is better than second and 17 is better than 2nd and 25.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I could I could see what he's trying to do. He's trying to, spark them. I'm not gonna. I don't want to bash him for that. If the friggin' guy makes the block and doesn't let the guy, meet him 4 yards in the backfield, then he's not put in that situation. And he's just. I would imagine your instincts take over at that point. You're just trying to spin away and make something happen, and you end up, with an extra 6 yards tacked on. It would have been a 4-yard loss. So. I get what you're saying, but in the heat of the moment, that goes on the blocking there. Detroit did score on a touchdown pass from Stafford to Jones. Jones. We'll check who the hell that is with all the injuries and trades going on there.
Here. It looks like a big play in the Dallas game again.
It was 4th and 1. What the hell happened?
Looks like Zeke fumbled.
There you go. Indianapolis ball. So Dallas gets a field goal block, drives all the way down, and on a 4th and 1, Zeke fumbles. And Indy has the ball now at their own 5. That game is plenty of time left, over 14 minutes in the second quarter. So there you go. Another game Giant fans are interested in. Jacksonville, right now, no score. Washington leads 3-0. Jacksonville hasn't scored. And that game just started the second quarter as well. Washington ball.
Another update, Jimmy, just for those fantasy fans out there. Tevin Coleman had a huge run just before, 40-plus. Didn't score, but it was 40-plus. So those Tevin Coleman fans out there should be happy.
Looks like it was 65 as Eli takes the snap, throws complete. It's Evan Ingram. He is short of midfield to the Giant 49. And we'll see.
Interesting play call on 2nd and 25. Just throw it 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. There are certain times in the game where, I don't know if it's coaching staff or players, but they seem to forget about down and distance. It's second down and 25. What are you doing?
Well, here we go. Eli takes the snap. There's a blitz. Dumps it out to Barkley to the 50 and swarmed out of bounds by the Titans. And the Giants will have to punt.
Again.
Some of the play calls in these situations, Justin, you're right. It's just I don't get it. I really don't.
I mean, that one I can sort of understand because Vaccaro was coming in Eli's face, so I understand he knew that he needed to get rid of it. But, I mean, don't you think that it's possible that on 3rd and 25 they would send a blitz? Wouldn't you call something? I don't know.
You're right.
Like a screen to Barkley there. Like, I'm all about, I think the second down and 25 play coming out of the break, like I would have tried to get somebody down the seam like an all-go. Try to get a chunk of that. Like you're 5-8. Like you got no momentum right now. Do you trust your quarterback? Make a goddamn play. You got 2 downs to get 25 yards in today's NFL with a whole field to play with. That's not unimaginable. You know what I'm saying? It's a daunting task. It's not easy, but you can see getting 25 yards in 2 plays, can't you? Get 13, 14, put yourself in position, get yourself a first down.
And especially, what frustrates me too is they're coming out of a break. They have so much time to think about this.
And it looked like he had some time, and he just takes the check down, just the 3-yard underneath to Ingram, and I don't know.
Hey Jimmy, can you explain what just happened on the play with the punt?
I missed that because I was checking through. They just pushed it into the end zone, didn't they?
So I think what happened was that, again, it comes down to coaching. The ball's bouncing on the 7-yard line, and rather than just touch it or grab it, he tries to pick it up and still run with it towards the end zone. He bobbles it. It goes into the end zone, and they call a touchback. What I don't understand about the rule is I thought once it's touched by a defensive player, the play is dead.
I'm so glad you went there. Thank you, because that's what I'm trying to get at too at this point.
Well, we'll see.
Because
sometimes
if that ball's rolling around, all you have to do is put your hand on it.
Right.
And it's dead.
Yeah.
So he grabbed the ball. He probably ran with it for like 5 yards. So.
Oh, if that's the case, then it should be. If he had it under control and ran with it, then like, what's the friggin' issue?
I don't know. But that's the thing. I'm saying with the other thing is the ball's rolling around on the freaking ground. All you got to do is put your hand on it.
We'll see what the hell happened. Around the league, Arizona has the ball. Still in the first quarter there. 13 seconds left. 2nd and 9 for them at their own 39. They trail Atlanta 10-7. Detroit went for 2, didn't get it after the touchdown. They lead 6-0. Buffalo is across midfield at the Detroit 47 with 9:25 in the second there. They trail 6-0. Green Bay ball, 3rd and 6 at their own 43. Aaron Jones out there if you got him in fantasy. He's hurt. We'll see if he comes back. Chicago leads 7-0. Chicago leads 7-0. They have the ball at their own 18. Indy 7-0 has the ball, and looks like they're going to have to punt. 4th down there. Minnesota still blowing out Miami 21-0. As they should. As they should.
Oh, we got it.
As they should. They should challenge that.
By the way, the Lamar Jackson is, shit in the bed. Looks like Tampa Bay is up 7-0.
They just scored. Let's see if we can see what happened there. Tampa Bay, I can't see what happened there. Oh, no, here we go. Peyton Barber. If you're playing Peyton Barber, probably in a flex spot if you are. But if you're playing Peyton Barber, he just went in from 3 yards out. And Tampa Bay in Baltimore, with 12 minutes left in the second there, it takes a 6-0 lead. Jacksonville has the ball approaching midfield at their own 46 with 12 and some change there. They trail 3-0 still.
I mean,
we know
he
about
really
Minnesota.
ran with it for like 7 yards.
Well, yeah, he had it, and then it slipped out of his hands, but he definitely had it. He had possession of it.
If you can in today's NFL, regardless of what position you play, if you can grab the ball and run with it for 7 yards, you have possession. I don't understand.
I agree with you.
So I'm listening. I just muted you guys and listened to some of the commentators. They're saying that we're right. Like, he had it, and it should be down there.
At the 7-yard line.
He was going to look at that and throw the ball back to another teammate. Then it's another story. So that's.
But he had possession of it.
Right, but what they're saying is they're saying that it should be downed at the a 7-yard line, let's per se. What they're saying is, if they're looking at, sometimes when you grab that, some players try to throw it back to a teammate, and that didn't happen at this point. He just fumbled it out of bounds. So it should be inside the 10-yard line no matter what. He grabbed it. He traveled at least 5 to 7 yards with the ball in his hands. Here comes the call.
I thought he had it maybe for around 2, but he still had it. Yep. Yeah.
But where are they going to
9-yard line? 9-yard line.
So all these Big Blue fans out there, the 3 guys that are on this podcast got it right.
Yep.
We all got it right. We don't need no stinking replay.
And that'll be what? A 16-yard difference right there. Oh, no, that would have been out to the 20. So 11 yards, right? Because on a punt, that would have been to the 20. Yeah. Okay. All right. Still, every yard counts. And Mariota under center from his own 9. Play action. Rolls to the right, stops, now throws back across the left, and it is complete out to the 23, maybe the 24 to his tight end. Stocker.
Didn't even matter.
You got Stocker in fantasy.
They run a little.
Mixon for 47. Get Cincinnati down in the red zone. So if you're playing Mixon today, he's off to a really good start.
I got Mixon on DFS. Good.
There you go, buddy. Mariota now out of the gun.
Jay
Hill
Hill running off
24. And it's Henry. Direct snap to him. Good penetration. And now he's up the sideline. Gain of around 10, 20. Nice run by Derrick Henry right there. Looks like he was stopped again. Then all of a sudden gets to the sideline, turns it up, and didn't go out of bounds. Kept inbound. Got at least, 15 to 20 yards there?
I'm telling you right now that this defense should be embarrassed. That's the second time in less than a half that they had him behind the line of scrimmage for no gain, and they let him get at least 7 to 10 yards.
I want to see the replay and see if he stepped out of bounds.
He might have, but you know what the bottom line is, Jim? What Justin's saying is 100% correct.
If he stepped out of bounds, it's still a 10-yard gain. I'm talking the extra yards, right?
The first down. He stepped out of bounds. He got the first down. But what Justin was saying is
there. Did he? Is his heel down there? Because then he comes down in. Then he's in bounds. But where did the heel land? Right. He's out of bounds. Show me another angle. That heel came down, and you could take probably around 9 to 10 yards off of that.
Right.
So we'll see where they check it. Giants are challenging as we speak to see if he stepped out. Meanwhile, Mason Crosby from 41, Green Bay on the board, 7.5 there. They trail 7-3.
Let's go back to last week and how people were tackling.
Guys, he's out.
He's out.
Still a first down. Still a gain of 12.
Can we tackle him low, Jim?
Still bad defense, but still will save us another 10 yards probably. We'll see how this drive ends between the two challenges now that hopefully save the Giants around 20 yards in bad fucking calls by the referees.
Jim, go low on him. Honestly. Let's think about it now. He did it last week. He's throwing a stiff arm out there all last week. You don't learn? Janoris Jenkins goes up high. What are you doing? Just go low on him.
Well, Janoris Jenkins, did a lot of talking during the week and hasn't really. He's been a couple of completions by Corey Davis.
There is no need to tackle this guy up high. That's the bottom line. If they continue to do that, it's on the defense, and it's on actually the defensive coordinator. Because if I was a defensive coordinator, I'd get in their ass and say, "Why are you guys trying to grab this guy up top?"
Well, Derrick Henry, 12 carries in this first half for 61 yards and a touchdown. He also has a completion if you count the shovel pass for 6 yards. So 5 yards a carry for Mr. Henry, and he's chugging along, picking up where he left off last week. Barkley, 3 attempts, -8.
Well, I mean, listen.
No, not his fault. I'm not picking on the kid. I'm
at some point,
just throwing stats out.
The three carries, that's a function of the defense. I mean, when the offense got the ball, they tried to get the ball to Barkley. This defense didn't show up today. They shit the bed, and they were talking too much about, we don't know the names of the players. Stop talking and come in with a solid game plan and a readiness to execute.
You're 5-8. You're 5-8. Act like it. Matt Ryan looks like he might have sneaked it in as Atlanta now looks to go up 10. They lead 16-7. Matt Ryan made it 17-7 now. 12.5 left in the second quarter there. Touchdown Bengals. Cousin Joey Mixon from a yard out. And Cincinnati leads 13-0 extra point pending there. 10 minutes left, second quarter. Elsewhere around the league, still 6-0 Tampa Bay. Baltimore ball, they're going in. 1st and 10 at the Tampa 30 as Lamar Jackson tries to heat up there. 9:05 left in the second. Washington, riveting game in Jacksonville. Still 3-0. They're facing a 3rd and 8 at their own 11. 9.5 left in the second there. Minnesota still kicking Miami in the teeth. 21-0. 12 minutes there. Dallas ball as the Giant game comes back. And we'll see. Did they say he didn't step out? That the heel never came down?
That's a bad, NFL
That's
referees.
a horrible call.
Wow, man. Wow.
NFL, this offseason, the NFL needs to take all their referees, bring them into a back room, agree on a set of rules, and say, if you fuck this up, excuse my language, we're going to kill you. That's the level that we need to get, because it's just so inconsistent.
It's bad.
That just was a common sense call. His heel was out. It showed.
It's bad across the league. It's just, that's bad. I saw that in a glance. I don't know. Unbelievable. On first down, Mariota had to throw it away. Now they go back to Henry. He gets across midfield, gain of around 7. 6 or 7 there. See on the spot as Henry continues to just get positive yards here and churn away for this Titans offense. But nevertheless,
let him fall forward.
Nevertheless, despite all of this BS, gentlemen, right? 3rd and 4, we're down 7-0. 12 minutes in the second. Let's go. Here we go. Mariota from the Giant 49 on a 3rd and 4. Giant defense trying to get off the field. Mariota looks to be changing the protection. Takes the snap. Giants coming. Picked up and incomplete. The pressure made Mariota rush it. Dion Lewis picked up the blitz nicely, but Mariota still incomplete and inaccurate on the third down completion, on the third down attempt, and they'll punt.
Now, you got to tell the offense here, wherever we get the ball, I mean, we need to walk away with points here.
And here's the punt. And it takes a Tennessee bounce now inside the 10 and will die down at around the Giants 6. So a couple of first downs is going to be very necessary as the Giants will start 1st and 10 from their own 6, trailing 7-0. Stafford on a 40-yard pass to Galladay. He's off to a hot start. If you played him in fantasy, we'll try to check his numbers and see what he has. But a 40-yard completion to Galladay, and he helps Detroit get down inside the 20, down to the Buffalo 10. Josh Allen scored there before to give Buffalo a 7-6 lead. Detroit trying to get back in it or trying to take the lead again here with 5.5 left in the second.
This year of fantasy football playoffs is so bizarre. Stafford's had a shit season, and in the fantasy football semifinals, he's coming out and he's dropping dimes.
Yeah. Against a tough defense on the road, and all week they didn't even know if he was going to play with a bad back. I mean,
What is happening?
Go figure.
It's why we love
Touchdown
fantasy
Lions.
football, right?
Touchdown Lions, and if you played Zach Zenner, he just went in from 4 yards out.
I want to know if anybody listening played Zach Zenner in their fantasy football playoffs. Call into the show. We want to talk to you.
Yeah, if you had the balls to play Zach Zenner. But I'm not going to believe you. Like, I want to see a screenshot.
Right. We'll give you.
Like, you got to come. You got to come with proof there.
We'll give you the CEO's cell phone number. You can shoot him a text. It'll get us.
If you played Zach Zenner, we want to see it. You can email info@bleedbigblue.com. How about that?
Jimmy, that's why you're the best. You're just ready.
How about that? Mom's not here.
Mom's not here.
Mom's not here.
She went.
Don't touch the ornaments.
She went to the store.
That's right.
Oh, looks like Oh no. Oh wow. Hold on, guys. I got to. I think the wife is home with the food shopping delivery.
Go ahead. Put us on hold.
I'm going to use the mule labor of my son's friends to take in all the stuff. Awesome.
There you go, and enforce it as the handoff goes to Barkley, and he has his nicest carry of the day for around 7 out across the 10 to the 13-yard line. Nice run there by Saquon, right up the gut. Good start to the drive.
What we needed.
Yeah, good start to the drive.
We need something to jumpstart this team, and usually the person that does that is Saquon Barkley. So here we go.
With this team the way it's made up now, it needs to be. Frank Gore questionable with an injury to return, and good penetration. Barkley gets away to the 20, 25, stiff arm the man out to the 30. Take all Saquon Barkley.
Are we professionals or what?
Just all Saquon Barkley. Good penetration by the Titans. He's hitting the backfield again, steps away, and then just accelerates and was a tiptoe away from possibly bouncing that one and taking it to the mother effing house.
And again,
so Barkley getting the Giants going. 23 yards on 2 carries.
Can't do that.
And now play action to him here. Eli, plenty of time. Now throws it away. Good coverage on Barkley out in the flat by the linebacker. And there you go. Minka Fitzpatrick, 50-yard interception return. And that's how Miami gets on the board today. 21-7 Minnesota there. I don't think he liked me saying they were getting kicked in the teeth. And he retorts.
2nd and 10.
Baltimore knocks it up. Eli under center. Hand off to the fullback, and he falls forward. And Justin, we're talking about wasted plays.
I mean, what are you doing? Like, again, understand time and score. We haven't even flipped the field yet. You have to opt for another play that's going to get you a first down, and you're giving it to Elijah Penny, a guy that wasn't even on the team at the start of the season. Like, what are we doing?
Lamar Jackson, the more for a touchdown to knot it up in Baltimore. And Eli out of the gun in Jersey in the rain. 3rd and 8 from his own 32. Shotgun, takes the snap, throws, complete, and where do they spot him? Give him the first at the 40. Tough catch by Corey Coleman. Nice throw by Eli, zipping it in, Justin. And a good tough catch will move the chain.
You know, Corey Coleman all season, I don't know if he got the first down there, but since he came in, Corey Coleman's been making plays now. 1 or 2 a game, you know, where he's just stepping up in the moment and making a play.
You were talking about Stafford. How about 7 and 9 for $129 and a touchdown in the first half for Matty Stafford there. Eli under center from the Giant 40. Play action. Barkley picks up the blitz, throws out to the left, and it is complete.
To Benny Fowler.
With a nice catch, tough catch over the middle. Good throw by Eli, buying some time, stepping away. He's 7 and 10 for 7 and 6 now, off his back foot.
It certainly looked like he got rough.
But got the ball there, and it is a completion in Titan territory down to around the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Giants, 8 minutes left, trailing by 7. For all that's gone wrong, Giants with a chance to get even, throw, dangerous pass. My Lord Jesus. My God, that could have been 6 points. Just a careless pass by Eli. Wanted to get it to Barkley out in the flat. If he catches it, it's a loss of 6 unless Barkley does something superhuman. And the pass, just not where you want it to be, just looked like it might have been more to the Titan player than the Barkley. And thank God it's incomplete.
It looked like Barkley was getting ready to play defense.
It really did. It really did. Spike up that awareness in your Madden ratings. Eli under center. They go back to Barkley, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down upcoming.
So
for the New York Giants, 3rd and 10.
We've decided as a team that we're comfortable at 5 and 8 playing at 3rd and long in the rain offensively.
Can I ask you something? Last week they had a lot of success with that. It's not necessarily that wide pitch play, but just that Eli takes it, turns around and just pitch that. Not necessarily a sweep, but it gives him like a little option where he can go. Haven't seen that at all today. Was very successful with that. As Eli under pressure and sacked. Tried to step up, can't do it. And the Titans dance a little bit as they force a 4th down. I mean, nice job by the Giants to drive it there and at least, keep their D off the field a little bit, but unsuccessful, can't get any points, and they'll punt.
Chad Wheeler whiffed on that block, but what I want to know, why can't our quarterback move around in the pocket effectively?
He can't. He just can't.
Just step up there and throw the ball away.
I think mentally he tried. Justin, I think mentally he tried there. I think he tried to get up in the pocket. I just don't think that he's quick enough to do it. I just don't think that that's something he can do. And in today's NFL, the ability not necessarily to run, but just to be able to keep the play alive with your legs is absolutely huge, man. and it's just not something that's in his repertoire. And if it's not there off the snap, there's no, if improvisation was a Madden rating,
right,
Eli would be -12, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's just not his forte.
That's another nice word.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's hop around the league here. What do we got?
Let's see. There we go. We got so in Arizona, completion to Julio Jones for 17 has Atlanta back in the red zone, looking to add on to their 17-7 lead. They are at the Arizona 17 with 6.5 left there. Buffalo approaching midfield, 1st and 10 at their own 41, 3:46 left in the second. Detroit leads 13-7. Low scoring in Chicago. They lead 7-3. Green Bay with the ball, 3rd and 3 from their own 9. Cincinnati adds a field goal. Bullock from 34. They lead 17-0 now with 6 and some change left in the second. Dallas being shut out in Indy, but they have the ball and they're going in. They've been stopped on a 4th and 1. They've missed a field goal. But they are at the Indy 37 now with 2.5 left in the first, and they're facing a 3rd and 9. Miami, after the Fitzpatrick pick to cut it to 14, has the ball back. 1st and 10 at their own 32, 6.5 left there. They try to make it a game. Jacksonville finally scores 3-3. They kick a field goal, and Washington will start at their own 25 with 3.5 left. And to round us out, Justin, Tampa Bay has the ball 3rd and 20 at their own 15, 3:19 left in the second after the touchdown from Lamar Jackson. They trail 7-6. And Mariota back under center from his own 14. Henry looks like the back. He has 13 for 77 and a touchdown, and now he goes left, and he's out to the 20. He's to the 25, falls forward to the 27, and another first down, big chunk play for Henry, who is on his way to another monster game this afternoon, Justin.
They should just give the ball to Derrick Henry every time. I mean, he ran 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage to get upfield, to get square, and still got 13 yards. And now he's running.
There he is again.
The center of our defensive line for another 7 yards.
There he is again for another 7 yards.
Defensive part is not here today.
Tennessee has a good offensive line, and right now they're using 96 yards for Derrick Henry on 15 carries in the first half, and we still got 5.5 minutes left. So here we go. 2nd and 3 from their own 33, back to Henry, and he's going to get a first down, turn forward for a gain of around 4, and keep the clock moving and keep Tennessee with possession and another first down.
And just like that, we had them pinned back pretty decent field position. 3 runs, 2 first downs, 20 yards, and they're moving.
And Justin, when I was checking the screen there, what happened? Where we go there?
The handoff to Derrick Henry for 4, up to the 40-yard line, 2nd and 6, and the Titans decide to take Derrick Henry out, which will give our defense a chance to play.
Well, here's a matchup nightmare in Dion Lewis and a defense that's tired, and now we'll have to try to contain him. Out of the gun on 2nd and 6. Mariota has it, plenty of time, dumps it out to the aforementioned Lewis, and it's a gain of around 2. Good D by Ogletree being Johnny on the spot and putting him down as soon as he caught it.
I mean, if I'm the Titans, they're 7-6. You can win this game, or you get rid of this play. You get a first down here. You got to get Derrick Henry back in the game.
Third and
He's,
4. Mariota from his own 43. Lewis to his right. Takes the snap. Giants on a safety blitz. Mariota slides and the Giants get him. Tried to slide right. Michael Thomas had others coming with him, but Thomas got there first. Got to Mariota's leg, trips him up, and the Giants defense, despite everything, hanging tough and giving the Giant offense another opportunity here in the first half as the Giants get the ball back.
You know, that's one thing that I like about Betcher is that on third down, when it's time to make a play, he's not afraid to bring the pressure. I mean, you look at that defensive scheme that he had there, he brought the backup safety on a safety blitz. So he equipped his players with the ability to go out and make a play on third down, and it's refreshing. There were a few years there under Spagnuolo where you felt like the defense was just sort of completely in that bend but don't break mindset.
Well, I got to tell you, considering everything, the fact that the Giants are only down 7-0, the Giants get the ball to start the second half. So, what you would hope is they can hopefully pick up where they left off on that last drive that stalled. Maybe they found some things that worked for them there, potentially like maybe getting Barkley a little more involved. Giants get some points here, get some momentum going into halftime. Different game going into the second half, hopefully. Right, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, even if there's a field goal here, to me, points here, even if you go into halftime at 7-3, you're in a completely different mindset because, like you said, Jimmy, you get the ball in the second half, you put that half behind you, and you tell your team, we got to play one half of solid football, and we walk out of here with a win.
100%. And the game is still right there in front of you. As Trubisky finds Cohen for 12 yards, and Green Bay extends their lead with 30 seconds left in the second quarter as the Giants hand off to Barkley from the 15 to the 18, gain of 3, inside of 3 minutes here as the Giants trying to move along and get some points.
I'll tell you
Raiders
what,
score. Derek Carr to Smith. Giants from their own 18. 3 wide receivers to the right. Barkley in motion now as Eli takes the snap, now pumps. And then, I mean, good idea on the play call. Looked like they may even had some. And Eli can't throw a 3-yard pass. It looks like they were going a tight end screen to Ingram. They had everything set up to the right. 3 wide receivers to the right. Late motion with Barkley out to the right. Pump to him to get the defense to jump. Meanwhile, Ingram steps out to the left. They get blockers out in front of him, and Eli misses the throw. Doesn't even give it a chance on a play that could have broke long. That's
why Eli Manning – I mean, that's a perfect reason why Eli Manning shouldn't be your quarterback next year.
3rd and 7.
Regardless of what the record is.
Out of the gun. Eli throws to the right, and it is dangerous throw in traffic and should have been intercepted, and thankfully falls incomplete. So, Justin, the screen, well, not the screen, but the dump out to Barkley that could have been intercepted and returned for 6. The play on the screen here that Ingram may still be running if he catches the ball and just shovels it to him, for Christ's sakes. And then that throw is inexcusable, and the Giants lucky to be punting. And now the flip side, here comes Tennessee with 2 timeouts and over 2 minutes left in the second, getting the ball back.
Yeah.
Punt fielded and dropped at the 39, maybe the 40, depending on the spot, is where Tennessee will start. Tampa Bay adds a field goal. Tampa Bay 9-7. They had a field goal. Baltimore will get the ball back. Minute 49 left in the second there. Around the league real quick. Doesn't look like a lot of changes. Go ahead, buddy. What were you saying?
Well, what I was going to say was, from there, we're back. Are we back?
Yeah, we're in. Oh, here we go. We're back. Yeah,
we're back.
But keep going. They're talking and shit.
That 3 and out there, it's inexcusable.
It hurts. And here's Mariota. Hold that thought. Let's see what Mariota does on first down. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning. Got to think this is a run, and it is to Lewis. Ogletree meets him after a gain of around 1, might have fallen forward for 2, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. So go ahead, Justin. Plenty of time to get your thought in.
On the 3rd and 7 there, I think that Eli falls into the trap of looking and seeing that his receiver is getting mugged, and I'm going to throw the ball up there, and at the very worst, I get a penalty. But you can't, with the state of these NFL refs, you can't count on these refs to call anything. And instead, he makes a bad throw into triple coverage, and he's damn lucky it wasn't picked.
Yeah, that ball could have very well, it should have been picked off. And there was enough traffic there where, they weren't able to come down with it. So thankfully, because that one could have been bad. And the play that hurts me, the other dangerous play was the dump off to Barkley. But I mean, the pass to Ingram just, I don't understand how you missed that throw. I just don't get how you can't get that ball to Ingram 10 out of 10 times, right?
Right.
And it was a good play call for the situation, and it looked like they had blockers in front. And we've seen Ingram in situations like that where he has a good matchup or he gets some space, be able to bust a play. And I'm not saying he would have scored, but I'm saying that there's a good chance that play changes field position for you and allows you to unveil all of your playbook as opposed to being deep in your own territory and having to run a screen like that, right?
You're exactly right. And you have to be aware of, again, the scenario where your first responsibility is to protect the football, right? That's all. Remember the Titans thing. Remember the running back fumbled the football, and then Washington said, I'm going to break my foot off in your hindquarters. And I don't feel like Eli, he puts the ball in danger often in scenarios where we just need you to protect the ball.
Well, John, we're back. Two minutes left.
Second and 9.
Giants trail 7-0. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 8 is what they call it. And handoff here. And another nice run. That goes to Derrick Henry. Gain of around 8. Maybe just shy of the first. That gets the clock moving.
Less than a yard.
Tennessee has 2 timeouts. They're in no rush as they are pretty much at midfield. 3rd and 1. And it goes to Henry again, who now bounces it outside to the 45, turns over a man and out of bounds at the 40, and the clock will stop. So the Giants not only allow him to get the first down there, but allow Henry to bounce it outside and then get the first down and get out of bounds and save their timeouts. And that one will be marked down, looks like Justin at the 39.
240-pound running back, popping it out, three gap to get out of bounds to get the first down.
And here's Mariota with 3 wide receivers to the left and a handoff again to Henry, and he churns forward down to the 35, Justin, possibly?
It looks like the 35 to 34. Got about 3 yards. Basically, Derrick Henry, for those that aren't watching the game, he's getting 3 yards from every point of contact in addition on the run.
And on that one, the Giants D does a good job of stopping it after a minimal gain of 2. He tried to bounce it to the outside, and Giant D with a good job stopping him. Tennessee will stop the clock there, it looks like, and it'll be a 3rd and 5.
We cut to the CBS halftime show. There's Phil.
There is God. There's Phil.
There's
Look at Phil.
Simms,
He
smiling.
looks good, doesn't he? What a handsome
Hi,
guy.
Phil. Phil, come on the show.
Phil, if you're listening, in the earbud there,
CBS.
go on in. I think we're
CBS
an affiliate.
Phil.
Are we not an affiliate?
We should be. We should talk to Marco
Soon.
about that. CBS
Soon.
affiliate.
3rd and 5 for the Giants, for the Titans at the Giants 35.
There's that sexy mustache again.
Porno stash for Mariota as he takes it. That doesn't sound good. Swings it out to the left. And it's incomplete, intended for Davis, and that'll be a 4th down. Good job by the Giant defense there. I stopped myself, Justin. Porn stash for Mariota, and he takes
that
it.
was a great
and,
ball.
Uh-huh.
As he takes it with his porno mustache.
Uh-huh.
Tennessee's going to punt? Wow.
Well, I mean, the way they play, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, that's true.
I mean, 52-yard
Take
field
the
goal in this
there.
weather.
Yeah, no. It's good strategy.
Well, with the amount of time left and the way the Giant offense has been playing, they take it. The Giants should decline this.
They ran a protector up behind the line of scrimmage to try and run a fake there, and then just ended up taking the delay of game.
Why would the Giants accept that penalty? Like just decline, make it more difficult. Why give them the extra yard?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I've seen a couple of teams decline them in that situation. Like, no, screw you. We don't want to give you the extra 5 yards on purpose, so you have more room to pin us back. Like, no, make it more difficult for them. And the Giants did decline it. So good job by Shermer there, declining the penalty. It's not 4th and 11, it's 4th and 5. And let's see, trickeration, possibly, man under center. Let's see if they snap it. They don't. They were trying to get the Giants to jump. The Giants don't jump. And now it looks like we will have our punt finally. So the delay game, no bueno. The fake punt, no bueno. What's up?
That's twice that they ran it down? They really want us to take that penalty.
Well, they tried with the penalty to get the 5 yards, and then they tried to get the 5 yards by drawing us off sides. And now what is the there it is, delay a game. And the Giants we'll see what they choose to do here.
That's the rule in the NFL. If you have a delay of game and you run it again and take a second delay of game, the penalty should be more.
Well, I think
it should
it
be
is,
like
because
15
it's 4th
yards.
and 21. Well, it's 4th and 21 now, so the Titans got their way and got their space. So you're right, and here we go. Here's the punt. Giants flirt with blocking it, and now it's fielded at the 20, and he's tackled on the spot. Looks like Davis fielded it and went down right away.
Hey, fellas, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to do family matters.
You're good, buddy. You're good. Joe, we're going to talk about something in a second.
Okay.
I got something interesting to go over for you. Somebody's averaging 5 yards a carry that's not named Derrick Henry that I'm very excited about. So we're going to get to that in a second,
Okay.
Joe. And I know that you and me know what that's about, Joe.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. Keeper. possibly. As Eli, out of the gun from his own 19, Barkley to his right. Let's see what Shermer chooses to go with here, play call-wise. Manning in the gun, now rolls right, now throws. Dangerous pass to Ingram, complete across the 40 to the 42. Nice throw by Eli over the coverage. Nice catch by Ingram. Tried to get out of bounds. Did he get out of bounds? Looks like he did. Clock stopped at 39 seconds left. I don't know why the Giants were rushing around. Didn't look like they called a timeout.
That's a big catch from Evan Ingram right now.
And nice awareness to come under control and dive to get out of bounds. So the Giants now out at their own 41, 1st and 10. Eli takes the snap, now throws and incomplete. Wanted Shepard. Looks like his feet might have slipped out from under him a little bit as he was trying to make that catch. Let's check it again on the replay. Yeah, still could have caught the ball.
Still should have caught it, though.
Still should have caught the ball, in my opinion. And it falls incomplete.
That's 2 from Sterling Shepard today. You know, we had a real chance to step up again with Odell deciding his quad was too sore. And he kind of shit the bed a little bit.
So here's 2nd and 10. Now Eli takes the snap, rolls right a little bit, and incomplete, knocked away by the linebacker there. Was that Urban? Good coverage by the backer, and he knocked it away, and then he's still down on that Titan sideline. See what happened over there. And was that intended for Mr. Ingram again?
Was.
Marco, or Jimmy, I know who you're talking about. The running
you do
back
know
5 yards to carry.
You do know who I'm saying. Kalen Balaj is in the game after the Gore injury. I love that guy. So here's Eli out of the gun, and it is
horrible.
Incomplete off the fingertips of Fowler.
Come on.
Would have been short of the first down.
It's ridiculous. This is stuff that frustrates me because they got to catch these balls.
But even if he catches that ball, it's 3rd and 10. Even if he catches that ball, you're punting.
Just catch the ball, though. Just catch it.
No, I get you. I get what you're saying, but at the same token,
catch it.
Like,
oh my God,
I'd like to be more aggressive there, pushing the ball downfield and actually trying to get the first down. Here's a fake by the Giants, and he's going to pick it up and slides down at the 45. Somebody take a timeout. Timeout. Fucking call a timeout. Timeout. The clock is ticking, and now stopped at 10 seconds. Why are you sliding down and calling timeout? Great call by the Giants on the fake, and he slides down at the 45-yard line of the Titans, and then the Giants let 7 seconds run off the clock. Now they put 2 extra ones back on, so they lost 5 seconds by the guy not sliding down, knowing he's supposed to be fucking calling timeout while he's sliding. God damn it. 1st and 10. 12 seconds left here in the first half. Giants now no timeouts. We'll have to get something going towards the sideline and need around, let's call it a good, I'd say they have it spotted on the television, guys, for where they would need to go to get the 39-yard line is where they have it. To be safe here, you'd like to see them maybe get another, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yards past that to make it a little easier in this weather for Rojas. But right now, beggars can't be choosers with the Giants having a ball at the Titan 45-yard line. 12 seconds left. See how they play it. Looks like they're going to have 3 wide receivers that look like Shepard, Ingram, more in the slot, and I can't tell if that's Fowler with them. And then you would figure Shepard on the other side, far side, and Barkley, of course, with Manning in the backfield. Manning takes the snap, drops back. Manning throws it towards the sideline, and now it looks like he was throwing it away, and that'll leave 6 seconds left. The intended receiver was Shepard.
Listen, that
Go ahead.
failure to call a timeout right there, that's huge. We have an extra play right now if he calls a timeout at 19 seconds instead of 12.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Matt Ryan to Julio Jones for a touchdown. Atlanta goes up 20 there.
Marco, how's that taste, buddy? We have kids on the show.
I've muted the kids. And that was the CEO's kid. He must have left his mic on. And they're probably playing downstairs or something.
He's
Put
upset
my mic
about
on.
He's upset about the Julio Jones touchdown.
Put my mic on. It would have been funny to hear him cursing.
Yeah.
So here we go. 6 seconds left. Eli takes the snap, drops back, throws, and, why? If it was completed to Barkley, it would have been no gain. Instead, it bounces off his fingertips and out of bounds, incomplete. And now the Giants will probably just throw one in the end zone as there's 2 seconds left here in the first half.
Can they make it to the end zone from here? I don't think so.
From their own 45, God almighty, if they can't. Here's Eli. Hopefully his wet jersey isn't weighing his right arm down as he's going to take the snap here and try to throw a little Hail Mary full of grace. Eli. And he doesn't even get it all. He just slides down on the sack at his own 45. Can't get away to even get an attempt off. And the Giants waterlogged. Giants will get the second half kickoff to start, but so far, no bueno, Giant fans. It's Derrick Henry, 21 first half attempts for 127 yards, and the only touchdown of the game. And as we go to halftime, it's the Titans 7, Giants nothing.
So what's Belcher going to do now? Let's see the adjustments they make. I would love to see it, because the bottom line is, just like Justin said, they're going to run Henry another. If I would run Henry another 20 times in the second half.
Well, I would definitely have that approach too. But I got news for you, man. To me, like I get Derrick Henry's having a monster day, but even with that being said, I mean, the defense, whether we like it or not, the defense has, despite giving up those yards on the ground, what it's done by them running so much is slow down the game, and Tennessee hasn't been able to capitalize with all of their time of possession. It's only 7-0. So if I'm Betcha, I'm making some tweaks, yeah, but for the most part, my defense, you're playing hard, guys. Like, keep keeping them out of the end zone, keep playing tough. It's the offense that needs to come along for the ride right now. Eli, 8 of 19 for 98 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Could have been at least 2 there that could have been picked. And then Barkley, 7 attempts for 19 yards, and that's not all on him either. A couple of those attempts, he was literally met in the backfield by guys. So offensively, the Giants need to kickstart this thing. How they do that against this Titan defense, to me, more of a question than the defense right now, so to speak.
Yeah, I think the offense at this point in time is, I think you point your finger to the offensive line a little bit and say, where are you going to, where's your will at this point in time, and who's going to win down the stretch? Let's protect a little bit. Let's get some open holes. See what happens. I mean, the Tennessee Titans' offense and defensive lines are very good. So, who's going to win out there the rest of the game? Because this is going to be the game that we're going to watch for the second half too. So it's going to come down to the trenches.
I continue to question offensive strategy. We've had games this season that we've won where Eli Manning has thrown 19 passes for the entire game, and we're playing in a deluge, and he's got 19 pass attempts in the first half. We took a running back with the second-round pick. Give him the damn ball.
You're 100% correct. And I said that in the beginning of the season too. I said, you're looking at this team. Eli Manning is not the type of quarterback you want dropping back 30, 35 plus times in the and attempting. It's just not going to work. And guys have to realize that. For some reason, they just don't.
It's because of Mara. Mara starts it from the top down. He's got everybody convinced that Eli's the past, present, and future, and people are afraid to step out of line. But if Eli Manning ends up throwing 38 passes in this game, whether we win or lose, I'm still disappointed because that's no strategy in this weather to have him throw the ball 38 times.
I agree with you 100%. I really do. It's just dumb. Look what Tennessee's doing. Derrick Henry, 20 touches already. The weather is horrible. Even if the weather was beautiful, I'm not dropping Eli Manning back 40 times a game. I'm just not. He's not that quarterback anymore because of the offensive line and everything like that, and the way that the team is structured. It's not going to work.
Let me tell you, Joe. But hold on, man, because I'm so sick of this offensive line narrative. Like, dude, I don't see any. When I watch the Giants' offensive line, there's other lines that, let's not be ignorant, that are light years ahead of them. But for the most part, okay. I've looked at this today, and there have been times where he's had time to throw the ball. There's also times where just naturally a quarterback needs to step up, and he's had lanes to do so and step up and make a play, and he can't do it. So what are we really talking about here?
Right, you're correct on that.
This is exactly what I'm talking about with him. If these wins lately are giving everyone a false narrative, and now the report comes out today that, we're going to go with Eli Manning for 2019. And let me tell you something. You could do all the changes you want to the roster next year, and you're going to have the same problems when you face good football teams. If you want to make a living with Nick Mullins and the Bucks and Chase Daniels, then awesome. But, guys, it's not about that.
No, you're right. Listen, you know where I stood on the whole draft and everything like that. The bottom line is the team is where it is, and if you look at the team as it is constructed at this particular time, you have to realize that game plan it goes up from Mara all the way down. Game plan. I mean, why would you want what you have in Eli Manning? Are you dropping him back 40 times a game? No. Why would you do that? No matter what they're thinking, you don't do that. It's just not smart.
No, there's going to be certain games where, if you're paying your quarterback that much money, then you should be able to, no matter what happens via the game script, play to that.
Even speaking of that, and I know
quarterback shouldn't cripple you.
I know how you think, but Eli Manning, is only going to. He's not making that much money next year, so it's not like he's making a lot of money at all next year. $16.5 million. So it's not. I understand where that goes, but it doesn't matter. The bottom line is he's not the future, and you have to start thinking of the future going forward. You have to do this. But where do you stand now? You love the kid from Ohio State. And what if we do grab him next year? Wow, great. That would be fantastic. Was that the plan? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
I'm all for grabbing one of those kids. My concern is that we're not going to be in the position to do it.
Right. That's the thing that worries me at this point in time is as we're going through this, are we going to have the the capability of, in that draft, being able to take that guy that we want? Or are they going to go totally rogue again and figure out something else? We don't know.
What's up, gentlemen? How's it going?
How you doing?
I am hanging in. It's a madhouse here. And just jumping in. Seeing. Oh, there's like 5,000
Kids
kids here.
wanted on the show.
Oh, really? They snuck on, huh?
Yeah, they gave some riveting play-by-play. It was the way we all felt, I think.
Was it a bunch of crying and
Screaming into the mic.
how'd that happen? Well,
Jimmy, it was Marco, right?
it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. What do you think of the first half, Marco?
You know, we should be the one that's pounding the rock, and you know, it's like reverse.
It's like they took our game plan and won't let us use it.
Right. There's 15 minutes left on Blog Talk, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna let us run over, but you won't be able to add or take anyone out. So.
So it's just the three of us, is what you're saying.
Basically.
Jimmy, are you watching CBS right now?
Look at him. Punt him.
They showed Captain Handsome, your boy.
So handsome.
He is handsome. And I mean, it's winter. He's out there in a suit and tie, sitting on the bench. I mean, Tom he's another level.
Who's gonna win?
I thought my team was gonna
Destroy me.
I thought my team was gonna give you a big assist with Mahomes in the kicker, but it looks like early I'm out in front.
Yeah. I still got Gurley going. I haven't looked at the score. I just got back in now. So.
Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy Baloney's doing pretty good, man. 105 with a touchdown.
Who? Who's that? See here.
Jimmy, you sound like you're in a tunnel, man.
Who, me?
Yeah.
How about now? Sound better?
Yeah, you're good now.
Sound handsome? Good. I'm arguing with Chris Snead's brother. If you could believe that.
The Snead family has a major problem with you. Weren't you arguing with his dad?
No, that was whose dad did I tell that his son sucked? Who was the center a couple of years ago that Richburg? Richburg.
Oh,
I think.
Richburg, yeah.
Yeah, I told him your son's getting outplayed by Jones, and everybody gets mad at me. You're mad at me for? We supposed to, just because these people are related to them, we don't tell them the truth? Enough of this Eli Manning sentimental bullshit. Call a spade a spade. Kid's not playing well. Do something about it.
Shots fired.
Hey, man.
I'm with you.
That's why I'd be a great GM, Justin. No feelings.
I think they should let Marco, you got to talk to the Giants and let them know that after Gettleman retires, they need to bring us on as a group.
Oh, I'd fire you guys in a heartbeat.
No, we would balance each other out. That's why
you guys would want to vote for shit. No, I wouldn't be able to do it. We'd have to fight for the death for decisions, certain decisions.
That's why we would be the perfect counterbalance to each other for all decisions.
I don't know. I'm very difficult to work with.
That's not 100% true.
Oh, when it comes to, I would be. I would be such a dick. I'd be the Danny Ainge of NFL GM. Everyone would hate me.
You do worship Danny Ainge.
Oh, I love him. How can't you?
I guess.
138 rushing yards for the Titans, 35 for the Giants. 84 passing yards for the Giants, 60 for the Titans. Titans 198 total, Giants 119. Titans had the ball for 18 and a half minutes, Giants 11 and a half. Titans 14 first downs, Giants 7. All adds up 7-0. Tight.
That's the thing. Like, this weather could have been, we could have used this as a home field advantage, and instead we let Tennessee come in here and dictate to us exactly what was going to go down.
And chance to take the game back to them a little bit, as the Giants will get the ball here to start the second half. And we are underway as there is nobody there at the stadium. Man, is that place empty as Corey Coleman takes it and gets it out to around the 25, it looks like, and that's where the Giants will start.
Melanie Collins. That's a heavy duty raincoat for Melanie on the sideline.
Hello, Melanie. Melanie, if you're listening, call on in from the sideline. Yeah, we'd love to get the scoop. So here's Eli, 1st and 10 from his own 25. Quick snap, handoff to Barkley going left, met in the backfield at the 21. Loss of around 4. Titans not fooled at all there. There were 3 or 4 guys waiting for him as they blew up that Giant left side of the line. Wow.
It's embarrassing.
Not the way you want to get that drive started off, Justin.
That's embarrassing for Nate Solder. Nate, you're robbing us blind if you can't make that block, buddy.
From their 21, now play action. Eli has time and throws to his left. A little duck, but he has a man at Shepard at midfield to the 45, down to the Titan 41-yard line and knocked out of bounds. Looks like Shepard might have got lost in the zone there. Eli lofts one up. Little ducky action. Quack, quack to Shepard. Big first down, big gain for the Giants.
Sterling Shepard coming out early in the second half, making an impact.
Had the drop on the lollipop throw from Manning early in the game. Then in the second quarter, dropped the one on that drive when the Giants were trying to get some points at the end of the first half. Big catch to start the third. And now Barkley with a handoff inside the 40. Call it a gain of around 3 to the 39. And now it looks like a man down. Big defensive lineman down right now for the Titans.
We got to see number 95 butt crack. Amazing shot by CBS.
Quick look around the league as they tended the lineman down as now they're helping him up. Third quarter, 10 minutes left. Baltimore just scored. Gus Johnson, Gus the Bus. 17-9, Baltimore leads there. Jacksonville scored. They lead 10-3, but Washington's going in with 8 minutes left in the third and 10 at the Jacksonville 15. Miami has come storming back, 17 unanswered after Minnesota starts off with 21 unanswered. And Miami has the ball after a punt by Minnesota, and they have the ball now 2nd and 2 at their own 33-yard line. The third quarter has just started there, 13:40 left. Dallas down 17-0. Marlon Mack having a big game as Dallas trails 17-zip. They have the ball 3rd and 4 at their own 45 with 10 minutes left in the third. Cincinnati leads 20-7. As I say that, Redskins add a field goal. They now trail 10-6. Cincinnati is at half. Looks like they're just coming back from it. 20-7 there. They lead Oakland. Green Bay has the ball 1st and 10 at midfield. 6:30 left in the third there. They trail by 8 to Chicago, 14-6. And Detroit getting ready to punt on a 4th and 1 from their own 19. 7 minutes left there. They trail Buffalo. They lead Buffalo 13-7. Atlanta up big, 26-7 at home. Arizona has a 3rd and 7 at their own 38 with 13.5 left there. Justin.
It's quite the rundown, Jimmy. You should. We got to find a way to get you on the. You have a voice for radio, my friend.
Hey, buddy. We're just hoping the right person finds us. We just started this shit, right?
There you go.
We'll go rogue.
Big opportunity here for the Giants, 2nd and 8, to really come out here in the second half and establish some momentum and take control of this game.
Jarrell Casey was the man down. He looks to be okay. He's on the sideline. He has his helmet on. So it looks like he'll be able to return. And it'll be a 2nd and 8 for the Giants in a must-win. If you're a Giant fan that thinks they have the playoffs still in their sights, here's Barkley with a pitch out to the right, and that gains around 4 on a nice little run there by Saquon.
It's going to be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, right around there. And there's that pitch play we were talking about, Justin, that little pitch. And Barkley able to get some positive yards there, 3rd and 4. See if they go back to that later on in the game. Right now, Eli out of the shotgun in what may be 2-down territory.
Yeah, I was just going to say
5 and 18 from their own 3rd and 5. Eli out of the gun, throws, and has a man complete. It's Ingram inside the 31st down to the Titan 29-yard line. 1st down Giants, big 3rd down completion, Manning to Evan Ingram.
Kudos to Evan Ingram for showing up today. I think, we kind of forgot a little bit about Evan, earlier in the season because Red Ellison came in and played really well for him. But I'll tell you what, man, just looking at him even in this weather, if they could figure out how to use him more consistently, he really adds another level to this offense.
Eli, handoff, Barkley out of the gun, and gain of around 1 before a bunch of Titans swallow him up. 2nd down and long for the Giants here.
They're giving him 2 yards. They're saying it's 2nd and 8. Man, it sure looked like he got about a yard.
Good. He fell forward, got 1 extra, and hopefully that adds up. Right now, Barkley, 11 attempts for 23 yards. See here. 2 catches for 10. So yet to bust one, Barkley, but all he needs is 1. And Giants look like Tennessee is trying to come on a blitz, and now whistle blows, and the Giants jumped. Tennessee looked like they were going to come. Giants looked like they saw it and jumped, and it's Sterling Shepard who gets flagged. And that'll push the Giants back 5 yards.
Wide receiver false starts make me so angry.
Well, yeah, he definitely jumped because the corner looked like he came off him, came to the line. I don't know why that would let him not hold his water, but he's unable to. And 2nd and 13 now. Manning back out of the gun. Giants move back to their own 32-yard line. 2nd and 13. Eli has it. Out of the gun, now throws to Ingram. He's wide open at the 25, down to the 21st down.
Look at
the spot
Ingram,
inside the 20, 19, 18-yard line is where they'll mark it. 1st down Giants. Evan Ingram coming up big today.
Nothing makes me happier than when you fall forward on a tackle and get an extra 2 or 3 yards. That got the 1st down. Evan Ingram, heads-up play, getting forward, getting the extra yards, getting a new set of downs while you can.
And the Giants with tempo right back to the line, hand off to Barkley out of the gun, and he gets 1, maybe 2.
Kudos to Eli
checking the spot.
for really being dedicated to the quarterback option on that fake, but nobody's buying that you're running with it, Eli.
Evan Ingram, 5 catches for 59 yards. Eli has hit 6 different receivers today. Coleman, Fowler, Shepard, and Shepard once. Barkley twice. Ingram 5 times. And from a 2nd and 9 at the Titan 18, Manning out of the gun. Now under pressure, rolls to his right. Motioning the receiver to come back to him. Now throws an incomplete. Was intended for Shepard. Good defense there, good coverage. Penalty came in late. Looks like it may be holding against the Giants. There's a Titan down, so a lot to check here.
Man, it sure looked like Ingram was coming across the middle of the field and got decked. I don't know if it was within 5 yards or not, but that could also be the other side of this penalty.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Let's check it. Let's hope so. Joe, have you seen what Kalen Balazs is doing?
Yes, I have. You can hear me, right?
Okay. I can hear you now.
All right, good. Good stuff. Yes, I have. He busted a big run. Looks good. You got a lot of choices there, Jim. Here, you got a lot of choices.
He's my guy, Joe. Joe, he's my guy. He's my guy. If Gore doesn't come back, which I'm assuming he won't, and they're gonna even keep Drake around, considering how they use him, Balazs will be my keeper late. I love him.
I picked up Balazs in 2 leagues at Jimmy's behest, and it sure looks like it feels like the right move.
And if you picked them up now and you're still going, and it's not for keepers, you stashed them at the end of the year, and you have a chance to keep them next year. If you're still playing, wow, can he be a nice little play next week?
He scored
in championship
90
week.
seconds.
Sure.
Jimmy, he scored a touchdown.
He's got 100 yards rushing on 8 carries. He's my boy, Blue.
I think the last stat was 105 and a TD.
I like it.
Dallas down 17-0.
Joe, can you say Barkley and Balazs?
60 seconds.
All I know about is baloney. That's it.
Bologna. Bologna.
Good Bologna.
Minnesota gets a field goal. Dan Bailey from 36. They now lead by 7, 24-17, as we keep an eye on Kalen Balazs trying to bring Miami back. 8:40 left in the third there. Green Bay scored and got the 2-point conversion, so they knot up Chicago 14-14. 4 minutes left in the third there.
Who scored there,
Jameis
Jim?
Winston. I don't have it, and if I click on it, I'm going to lose the Giants game here with the stats. So
might have been Adams. Might have been Adams.
We can check it. I'm sure it'll
10
flash here.
seconds.
Maybe we get an update. Jameis Winston to Mike Evans. They are at the Baltimore 9, down 8 there. You figure if they score, they're going to try to kick a field goal, try a 2-point conversion. So we'll check on that game.
It was Jay Williams.
Here we go. Jay Williams for the score with Green Bay. Giants, 2nd and 19 after the penalty from their 29, dump out to Shepard, and Titans are all over it. Little quick screen out to Sterling, and the Titans weren't fooled. In the end, it looks like the Giants might have lost a little bit. Maybe not a full yard, but no gain definitely on the play.
It continues to baffle me. Their play calling on 2nd and long.
Yeah, they're continuously trying to break one instead of trying to hit one. And there's a pretty big difference there.
I'm all for the short pass there, but at least throw it past the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 20. Out of the gun. Eli drops back, looks, now throws, and it is intercepted. Intercepted at the 20, now to the 30. Going to try to get a block at the 40s to the 50. And then drop down in Giant territory. Eli Manning. I don't know when Giant fans are going to see it. Certain ones. There you go. Eli will, with an ill-advised throw, on the out for Shepard. The safety just watching him the whole time, makes a nice play on the ball, picks it off. We're going to check. Did Shepard touch him? Would be my question there. We'll see if there's any thought process there with the Giants, or if they look at it. They should look at all turnovers.
The Giants are out of challenges.
Yeah, just remember that one. But shouldn't they look at a turnover anyway?
They should.
Yeah.
It's under review.
Yeah, let's see if maybe, hopefully, Shepard got a finger on him, which would eliminate the return at least. But it doesn't take the pick off the board. And after 2 passes in the first half that we spoke about that could have been picked, there it is. Granted on a 3rd and long, but still nonetheless, a good throw
You
there.
gotta
At least might have
remember-
got you on the board. A different decision to stay for pass 7-10 yards there. At least maybe you get a field goal. Giants come up empty.
I remember the days when, in those moments, you trusted Eli because he had that clutch gene, right? That clutch gene that's really not definable, but you knew that when the chips were down, if there was a play to be made, Eli gave you a good chance to make it. And now it just seems whenever we need Eli Manning to step up and do something, like if we need to count on Eli to do it, I got a bridge that I want to tell you. Am I by myself?
No, you're not. You're not by yourself. I'm just
Okay.
frustrated, Justin.
Justin, you're right. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he's not the quarterback that he used to be. It's the bottom line.
But he's our quarterback next year.
I don't know. And that's why I'm sitting here and I'm seething right now, because that report comes out today based off of, let's face it, not the greatest competition in all the land. And even though the Giants, beat Chicago, Eli, that game, he didn't really light it up, did he? I mean, it's been Barkley, it's been, the defense has played well in spots, but I mean, for this performance today to come out after the reports that you want to bring them back next year, I don't know what the hell everybody's looking at, man.
I'll tell you one thing. I mean, the weather today is ridiculous. So let's get that out of there because the weather's bad. What management and everybody's going to look at.
Down by contact, they're going to bring it back to the 15. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
That's good. No, what management's I mean, the weather's horrible, so it's a tough situation to figure out. But the bottom line is management's going to look at his statistics, and they're pretty damn good this year, and that's
but they're good. How good are they because of short passes and garbage time?
Listen, I understand. What I'm saying is I understand, but when it comes down to how it's going to go, it's going to be like, well, you know what? He has the best completion percentage of his career. And it's, he's done, and it's just, he has the stats this year that aren't horrible. So what does management do? It's so
use
frustrating.
Their eyes.
Use
their eyes and have the balls to move on. And I don't think that they're going to do that. Henry on a first down run gets 13. Now has the ball back here and dragged down, no gain. Well, it looks like maybe a loss on that first down carry. So Henry on the day now up to, with that loss, looks like 23 carries, 139 yards. Vinatieri adds on a field goal for Indianapolis. They lead 20-0. So game on Prescott's shoulders, minute and a half left in the third there, getting late for Dallas. Man in motion here, play action for Mariota out of the gun. Plenty of time, dances around, right, left, now throws complete to Stocker. Wide open, looks like had a block first and then steps out as Mariota danced around behind the line of scrimmage, and he found Stocker for around 10, 11 yards and a Titan first down.
Well, that's the difference, too. With that amount of time, just doing that running that Mariota did back and forth, which wasn't much, to be honest with you, Eli would have fallen over and taken a sack.
Yep, I agree, and there's the difference. And I don't.
On the flip side of that,
Henry,
is Olivier Vernon? Is Vernon playing today or no? Is he sitting out? Is he hurt?
No,
I don't know.
there.
If he's playing, he's Patrick Swayze.
I'm just asking. I haven't heard his name once this whole game.
They
really
got to look at that.
There.
Speaking of money,
there's a hold.
Yes,
they really got to look at that $85 million contract that they gave Vernon.
Oh my God, that's atrocious.
That thing is an anchor.
Yeah, good. Yeah, goes back to Jerry Reese.
So the holding penalty sets up a 1st and 20 back now at the Titan 29 as Mariota out of the shotgun. Lewis in the game, and now they set up a screen for him. It's complete. He has blockers out to the 35 to the 36. Gain of around 6, maybe 7 at the most. And it is 7. It'll set up a 2nd and 13. Galladay having a huge day. Checking his numbers.
What's he doing?
He's having a huge day. I'm going to check it in a second if I can see it. I know he's over 100, I think. 2nd and 13 now for Mariota. No backs with him from the Titan 36. Takes the snap, now slings it out to the left, incomplete, off the hands of Corey Davis. Incomplete pass, 3rd and long. Not Mariota's strength right here, as he's 9 for 16 for 81 yards. This has been a Derrick Henry day. And because of that, because of Mariota's inability to make plays, this game is still only at 7-0. Giants with some timely defense in certain situations. The offense hasn't come along for the ride yet, but they're still in it. And here's a big play on 3rd and 13 as the Giants try to, again, get a stop. And now the refs step in. We'll see what's going on. Timeout Giants, maybe? It is. Timeout Giants.
I tell you what.
3rd and 13, and you're not prepared to. You got to use a timeout.
That continues to bother me. The use of timeouts on defense. It's 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13. All you got to do is make sure that you have deep covers. That's it. And you got to call a timeout in a game where your offense has looked less than stellar, and you might need those timeouts later to get an extra possession? Bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, not really happy about it at all. My God. Here we go. 3rd and 13. So frustrating. Mariota takes the snap, pumps, looks left, now back to the right, comes underneath, complete, but not close to a 1st down, out to the 41, maybe the 42 to Corey Davis, who looks like he got up a little slow.
Hey, Jim, a couple of fantasy updates.
Go.
Julio Jones exits the game. Tyler Boyd injured, might not return.
Whoa.
So for those that have Julio and Tyler Boyd, which I have Boyd.
Julio looked like he was having a pretty good game, so hopefully you got enough from him if you played him today. Fielded a punt and no return. Giants will start inside their 20 with 5.5 left in the 3rd. Some guy dressed in a full San Francisco getup at the Meadowlands for the Giants-Titan game. If you're a San Francisco fan, are you standing there in the fucking rain watching this?
No, thank you.
Right?
I'm at the closest bar watching and eating some wings. That's what I'm doing.
Right? Agreed.
So Jim, updating on our fantasy league. For you, let's see.
Yeah, what's going on what's going on there?
Yeah, we got Tide Pods that are looking like they're going to explode. They're up 133.96 to 109. Like they're projected to win big. House
Wow.
of Buckeye and the Whites, it's going to come down to the wire of that 69 to 58. So it's going to come down to the wire with those two.
Wow. Well, Wilson played. They both got their quarterbacks going, and both of them aren't really doing much.
Yeah, and you might
did Mike
have
play Winston, or did Mike go somewhere else?
Let me check. Mike went David Carr.
Wow.
He folded. And he went David Carr.
Well, I wonder, Carr not having a bad game, and he's down 10, still a ton of time left there. So
Still
we'll
ton of time.
see how that turns out.
He's got 13 points right now. So
okay. So
but you could have what you
for
said,
Carr.
the dreaded Kalula final.
The dreaded Kalula final. The two worst people in the league could end up playing each other. Oh, God. And then to have a Kalula face on your wall for the entire offseason. My Lord.
I need a Cameron Brate touchdown is what I need. One touchdown from Cameron Brate, Jim.
Well, Baltimore has the ball. It ended the third there, and they picked up a first down, it looks like, on a pass from Jackson to Hurst. So they'll keep the ball as the fourth quarter starts there with a 5-point lead. Carlson kicked a 50-yard field goal in Cincinnati. Eli out of the shotgun, incomplete. Intended for the tight end there. Ellison.
Can I ask a question?
And right off of his hands. Yeah, sure.
It's raining. You've had multiple passes bounce off the hands of receivers. 1st and 10. Can I get a run? Eli just threw a pick. Run the ball. We don't know who we are.
Could have had a play action again. Back in Eli's hands. Plenty of time here. Throws out to the left and overthrows Shepard. Not really close. As he tried to get the ball to Russell Shepard on the out route.
The bottom line is, you're right. It's just ridiculous. It's pouring. It's cold. It's pouring out. Okay? Don't tell me Mariota's lighting up, because he's not. Tennessee's just pounding the ball. The Giants aren't. They're dropping him back how many times already? It's ridiculous.
Kelvin Coleman having a huge game, 43-yard touchdown.
How much
for
you want
Tevin
to
Coleman.
bet? How much you want to bet on this play, 3rd and 10? We get a little shotgun draw.
Would you laugh? Well, here it is.
I'd bet $100, and I'd lose.
And Eli is sacked. Or they call that a fumble.
That's a fumble.
We're going to call it a fumble on the field, and we'll check the replay to see if his arm was going forward. But, again, just inexcusable. Inexcusable. Can't get away. He's a dead man walking. He's got cement shoes, and they closed in on him. And then let's see if his arm was moving forward or if they poked it away. Got the ball tucked there. That's incomplete. It's incomplete.
Incomplete, but Jim, the bottom line is...
I'm with you, but incomplete.
Incomplete, but the bottom line is the play calling is fucking atrocious. You're looking at weather.
And he's bad,
look at that replay. It bounced up in his hands. That's a fumble.
Wait, but he pushed it forward. I don't know.
It bounced up in his hands, and without possession, he batted the ball forward.
Can somebody bring up a stat right now of what's Eli Manning's attempts, and then what is Saquon Barkley's touches today?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Right
so Eli, I don't have the touch. Oh yeah, I do have the. So Barkley has 12 attempts for 24 yards. Manning has 26 attempts, 12 completions for $154, and the fumble stands as it looks like it slipped out of Eli's hands. Justin's right. I thought maybe they might have got a break there, and nope. Derrick Henry falls forward for one as Tennessee with a chance to head to the lead.
That's that right there. 24 rushes. Derrick Henry doubles Saquon Barkley. Coaching.
Well, of course he has, because they've had success running the ball. You know, I mean, if you got to figure that if Barkley's had success running the ball, and that's not all on him, but he would have more attempts if he'd have more yards. The Giants haven't been able to get anything going offensively, as now Derrick Henry busted inside the 10 to the 5, carrying Giants down to the 2. First down.
It's hard. It's horrible. I'm sorry. It's horrible play calling. It really is. It's a horrible game plan in this weather. So what's going to happen now is you're going to have Eli Manning dropping back 30-plus times in this weather. It's ridiculous. He can't even do it in nice weather.
Derrick Henry breaks 150 yards on 25 carries. And now, under center Mariota, first and goal from the Giant 2. Takes the snap to Henry again, and he pounds forward. Didn't get there, but falls forward to the 1. It'll set up
Eli
a second
Manning
down.
played like hot garbage today.
Yeah, I really don't care about the rain. Like I don't want to hear excuses. Like,
Coincidentally,
it throws
There's
decisions.
no excuses.
Out of the
Jim,
shotgun,
because
Henry, he
Mariota
steered
didn't
up
do
at
a
the line
goddamn
and
thing
the
either
Giants did.
in the passing game. So it doesn't matter. Mariota didn't.
Well, they
do
haven't
nothing.
had to.
What's his stat?
They haven't had to. But they haven't had to, Joe.
That's my point exactly, because they're.
Well, you can't run the ball. You got to be able to throw it. You need your quarterback when you can't run it to make a goddamn play when he's making this much money.
Yeah.
In rain, sleet, or snow.
You can't drop them back 30 times.
It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's
and
only
the Giants
third down.
stood them up there. 3rd and goal. Giants forced it was a loss of 1, maybe 2 on that last play. And now Mariota out of the gun. Henry to his right. Takes the snap, now rushes right, wanted the little shovel back to the tight end and couldn't get it. Giants do a good job of closing it down, and then Morrow drags down Mariota for the sack. And there's a flag on the play. Let's check it. Oh, no.
It's on the Giants.
Is it a personal foul, face mask on Morrow?
Let's see.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely.
Oof. Now this is going to kill me. See, now Henry's going to go in.
Half the distance, and now it's 1st and goal all over again. Davis slides in motion towards the line, and it is a handoff to Henry. Stutter step to the right. He's in. Very easy run for Derrick Henry, and his second touchdown run of the game. And the Tennessee Titans now lead 13-0 with the extra point coming up.
Well, we'll talk. Well, I'm sure we'll talk more about this, but I think it's a funny coincidence that Eli started playing before the San Francisco game when he'd had a meeting with the coach, and I'm sure that Shermer told him, if we continue to lose like this, you're benched. So he won enough games, and then once it comes out, you're probably the quarterback next year. He lays a human egg on the field. Eli Manning is hot garbage. And if you think that Eli Manning is a good football player and you listen to our show, then we failed you.
And the question I have is, why is Atlanta inactive today?
I don't understand what they're doing. They're lost at the quarterback position.
Okay,
the worst part of it is that they're unsure, and that's the worst thing you could possibly be. If you are watching this season and last season and saying to yourself, "Oh, we can go into next year with Eli Manning," then you're failing the organization if you're in the front office or your ownership. I'm sorry. I understand what he's done. No one can take away what he's done. I've repeatedly said he is the greatest quarterback in the history of the New York Football Giants, and they have a rich history, and that's saying something. But it's a completely different conversation as opposed to it is time to move on. Right. And if you can't watch this and see this and realize that when you have a running back that you're paying that much money, that you took two, and when you have a receiver that's making that much money that you just paid up to $20 million a year, and if you don't put yourself in a position to know that your window is pretty small in terms of those position players being able to play deep in their careers, I don't know what the hell you're doing the longer you don't fix the problem.
Yeah. And you're right. I mean, we all love Eli, and he's been great, and he's done everything. And you know what? I'm not going to take away those 2 Super Bowls. It's great, fantastic. But the way things are, you know, and this goes to management. They have to figure something freaking out.
And it's a twofold for me, because if you fix the quarterback problem and you go young through the draft, guess what, folks? You're fixing the roster as Barkley bounces it outside to the 30, gain of around 5 or 6.
Hey guys,
as the Giants start off here.
Who did they give the ball to there?
Hey, that's Saquon.
Hey!
But I think it does 2 things, Joe.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think it does.
And they just finally gave it to him.
I think it does 2 things if you go young quarterback in the first round. It officially turns the page over to the guy, and everyone knows who the guy is. And then secondly, it allows you the flexibility to fix the roster, which is quarterback's problem 1A, roster is 1B, as a whole 1 through 53. And when you free up that much cap space and with the draft, you know, you can do that, but you got to know who the goddamn guy is, because if not, you're just treading water. Going to be a big 3rd and 3 here for Eli Manning, Saquon Barkley, and the New York Giants as they trail by 14 after the Manning fumble.
Big touchdown from Trey Burton, which will allow me to continue to pound Marco.
From the 34, Manning out of the gun. Takes the snap, looks to his right a little bit, now flings it back to the left, and incomplete. Good coverage there by the Titans. Took a shot to Shepard down the left sideline, and, I mean, didn't really look like a very good play at all.
It wasn't a good play. On 4th and 3 in the rain, let's chuck the ball 40 yards down the field across the body. That works. Great job.
I mean, just horrible. And the Giants be forced to punt. Let's see if they have any other tricks up their sleeve here, as they've already faked one today and then neglected to call a timeout that wasted time and put them in a position that they couldn't put points on the board. Now the punt, no trickeration. Bounces at the 30 and then takes a Titan bounce out to the 31. Did he touch it?
That's got to be reviewed. We can't review it because we don't have any challenges.
No, we can't do a goddamn thing.
Bad coaching. Sorry. Schumer's done a decent job this year, but he's had his ups and downs, and here's another down for him today. Oh, that was very close.
Guys, how much of this is that the Giants beat some bad teams and that the Titans team is just a better team?
Jimmy, you're 100% correct. I mean, like I said before, you're looking at where these teams are, and the both lines on the Tennessee top side is way better than the Giants. Bottom line, they just controlled this goddamn game, and they knew it, and they just ran it down their throats. They knew it. They're better than the Giants. This is a better team.
On a 2nd and 10 from their own 31, 39 seconds left here in the 3rd. Mariota takes the snap to Henry again, and the Giants stop him, hit at the line. Very minimal gain, if any.
Jimmy, he might have 30 rushing attempts today.
He has 29 right now, and we have a whole 4th quarter to play. So
he might have
30.
They're line's the game plan. I mean, that's very telling right there.
Well,
very telling.
But they had success with it. I'm sure if the Giants would have had success early with Barkley, they would have kept feeding him. But when you're running it every time and you're in 2nd and 12 and 2nd and 9, and you got to throw the ball, and then.
But I got to go back.
Eli,
but I have to go back to some of Justin's points too. Is some of the plays that they've done on 2nd downs and things like that.
Yeah, the play calling's been bad.
Yeah. I mean, you looking at what are they doing? Tennessee, anything fancy? Nothing.
No,
they're not doing anything fancy.
Mouth.
They're punching you in the fucking mouth, and the Giants have no answer.
Yep, pretty much.
And you know what? I think they said it. Even if they don't do well in the beginning, they're still good. I think this is the game plan. They would have friggin' pounded it until the game was over. It's pouring rain. Trust me, when I went outside, it's cold.
Yeah, man.
So it's not a nice atmosphere. But you have the Giants. You're dropping back Eli in a 7-0 game 30 times. It's fucking stupid.
If the Giants are going to hold on to their minimal playoff hopes, they are going to have to completely turn this game around in 15 minutes of play. We've seen crazier stuff happen before. The lead is not insurmountable by any means, but it's going to take a momentum play, a big play. They do have Barkley, who, if he touches the ball and gets a hole, can take it to the house. So you hope the Giants can maybe at least make this interesting, come down and get a little momentum with a score, hopefully, and see if they can make a play. This is not over yet, but it's getting late early, as Yogi Berra said. Around the league, Atlanta 33, Arizona 7. Buffalo with the ball, trailing 13-7. They are in Detroit territory at the 37-yard line, 11:23 left in the fourth there. Green Bay down by a touchdown and 9.5 left. They will be punting 4th and 15. Cincinnati leads by 7 with the ball. Oakland has cut that game down to a 2013 lead for Cincinnati. Indianapolis leads still 20-0, and they're going in for more. 8.5 left in the fourth there. Minnesota up 10, adds a field goal by Bailey from 34 yards out. They lead Miami by 10 with 13 minutes left in the fourth. Jacksonville up 7. Washington has the ball at midfield, 9 and change left in the fourth there. Tampa Bay trails by 8 with the ball. They have the ball at their own 39, 11.5 there. As Mariota back on a 3rd and 10 out of the shotgun. Giants need the ball back, down by 14. Mariota takes the snap, hands off to Dion Lewis, and he is wrapped up, minimal gain of 1, maybe 2, by Michael Thomas.
Big tackle from Mike Thomas.
And the Giants will get the ball back and have to do something with it.
You have to score points.
Touchdown Buffalo. Allen to Foster, 42 yards.
That's a big touchdown.
And I think
for
that helps. Does that help Greg Wilson or does that help Mike out, Joe? One of them played him.
It helped me out. I started Foster in one of my leagues today.
So that knocks the game up, extra point pending in Buffalo. Vinatieri adds a field goal. Indianapolis is up 23-0. And now the Giants will get the ball back.
Great punt.
Fielded at the 10 to the 15, shakes a man, shakes another man, and he's dropped at the 17-yard line, and a late flag comes in. We'll check that one.
Hey, how about this Indianapolis Colts team? I mean, let's talk about that for a second. Not bad. Shutting out the Cowboys, man.
Good football team.
Good
football team.
Sleeper, right?
Solid. Frank Reich.
He knows what he's doing.
He's getting his shot to coach, and he's doing his damn thing, man. They are playing well. He's got Luck playing well. They're running the football. The offensive line is improved. They traded back. They got the extra picks as the Giant goes out there. And they did themselves a service. And they are playing well, and they are steamrolling towards a playoff spot. So Eli now, 12 of 27, buck 54, no touchdowns, an interception, and a fumble. And now he has the ball at his own 7-yard line after the penalty. 1st and 10, out of the gun. Throws to the left, complete, gain of 2, maybe 3. Out to Evan Ingram. He's been a bright spot today. Evan Ingram, 6 catches. That'll be for 61
Played
yards.
well.
And who knows how big his numbers could be if Eli would have landed that screen at the end of the first half.
Right.
But 6 for 60 nonetheless. He's played well. 2nd and 8 from our own 9. Barkley, the lone back. Manning, under center. Takes the snap. Now hands it off to Barkley. Stutter step to the 10 to the 15 out to the 16-yard line. And now another late flag comes in. We'll check that after Barkley had a solid gain on 2nd down. And it's against the Giants. You can tell by Ingram's reaction. It's against the Giants, and there's a Titan down on the field.
This is the most frustrating game I've ever seen.
And that looks like Logan, valuable member of that Titan secondary, limping off to the sideline. We'll see if the Giants can potentially target. Well, that's Ryan, Logan Ryan. Yeah, there he is. We'll see if the Giants could potentially target his replacement, maybe make a play here. Still got to check the flag.
Where's the
see
hole?
where it lands us. 2nd and 9. Touchdown Redskins, and Chicago adds a field goal to go up 10. Redskins are going to try to tie it with an extra point. Johnson to sprinkle in Jacksonville. Eli takes the snap, under pressure, throws, and that could be either holding in the end zone. It wasn't. Could be intentional grounding in the end zone. It wasn't. Giants get lucky. 3rd and 12. I thought that could have been. I didn't think he was outside the pocket, and I didn't see anybody anywhere. Pretty good penetration by that Titan front. And the Giants face what seems like an insurmountable 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 from around their own 5-yard line. They need the 17. Trips right. See if they go back to that Ingram play. Well, they run something similar on a screen, but it's Davis, and he's out to the 11.
We suck.
Or was that Ingram? Either way, it was a similar play, right? Instead of bringing Barkley across him, it's still they moved Barkley out and then tried to go the other way. And the Titans had seen that before and aren't fooled by it.
Well,
and the Giants will punt.
Why is that the play on 4th and 3rd and 12 from the 7 when you need 2 touchdowns to win? Throw a slant. Jesus Christ.
You're Justin. You're right. I don't understand this. Some of the plays that they're calling is ridiculous. Just
are they calling
stupid.
it and he can't throw it? Like, I mean, that's
I'm not going there. I'm just saying.
I am. I am.
Yeah,
like,
but
maybe he
that play was called.
What the hell?
That was designed. That was a design play.
How many? Yeah, but how many passes have we seen today come out of his hands in the wind and the rain that haven't exactly looked like solid passes, right? I mean, at least 6 or 7. That
listen,
off
Jimmy,
the top of my head.
I told you, you're pointing. We all understand that Eli's not the future, okay? But the bottom line is the game plan is horrible. It's horrible. That's it. That was a design play. He called a play. He set a screen. That was it. Designed. Done. There you go. You don't look at the other side of look at the other side of this at this point in time. Like I said, Mariota. What's Mariota's stats today?
He is 10 of 18 for 86 yards.
There you go. My point.
Yeah, but if you can't run the ball,
They're
you
winning
gotta throw it.
14-0, and Mariota threw the ball for 86 yards.
But that's because they're averaging 5.5 yards a carry on the ground. Like if I can't run the ball, I can hand the ball off to Barkley 30 times. So right now he's 14 for 31. Get him to 30 carries and 60 yards. You still got to throw the ball.
In a 7-0 game, I will continue to run the ball. I don't even care if I don't get many yards.
But eventually on third down, you still got to throw it. He can't. I mean, against a team like this, you can't just be predictable. They're good against the run. Like, your quarterback has to be able to make some plays, and he's had opportunities to make some plays, and he can't do it.
Yeah, no, you're right. We all know that Eli's not the look. It's a shit friggin' weather. Like I said, it's not. He's not going to be able to throw the ball. It goes to show you that both quarterbacks have done nothing in this goddamn game. The bottom line is Tennessee had a they're just better, and they had a better game plan than we did. That's it. It's just you can see it. Their offensive line and defensive line is better than ours, and they're going to hand the ball off again.
And here we go.
I mean, you're going to lose. You're probably going to lose to a team
to Henry,
21-0. Yeah, 21-0 , probably maybe right to a quarterback that may not even throw for 100 yards.
Spencer Pulley out of the game with a calf muscle.
Uh-oh.
2nd and 9 for the Titans.
Happy birthday, kid.
Game from Derrick Henry. That was his 30th
He's not going to win, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday, kid. And here is Mariota, 2nd and 9, under center. Titans now just draining the game clock. Pitch out to the left. That goes to Henry, and he is dragged down by Goodson.
Doesn't he look like almost like a lineman running the ball?
He does. He's a big dude.
He's a big.
He got around 6 there or 7, setting up a 3rd down and 2. Derrick Henry, 31 carries on the day, 159 yards after that 7-yard gain, and 2 touchdowns. Long run of 22 yards, if you're interested. Cousins to Robinson for a touchdown in Minnesota to extend that lead. Green Bay and Cincinnati in the red zone as well. We'll keep you in the loop. 2 close games there. And here is Mariota to Dion Lewis on a 3rd and 2. And just stays with it. Good patience, falls forward, 1st down.
Adam stopped behind the line of scrimmage, stopped his momentum. He was able to pick his hole and get there.
Yep. Looked like they've had a chance to stuff him up, possibly get the ball back, but Lewis just keeps it going, churns forward, and a tough run for around 2. 1st down as we approach 10 minutes, and if the Giants have any chance of winning, they need the ball back, and they need it back now. 10 minutes left, 1st and 10 from the Giant 42. Mariota back to Lewis on the ground. Good penetration there, and then Lewis gets away and gets 2 yards when he should have lost 3 or 4.
Those carrots.
Marco's giggling.
I think I was joking.
That was.
Here we go.
I'm sorry. That was me. My daughter just looked at Derrick Henry's dreads at the back, and she said something pretty funny.
Looks like
coming from a 7-year-old daughter that says that it looks like a piece of poop.
What she said?
It looks like a piece of poop.
She has a point. 3rd and 8. So, Giant fans, if you have any chance,
this is our season right now.
today, if you have any glimmer of winning out, if that is your goal, then this is the play with 8.5 minutes left, down 2 touchdowns against this Titan team. Quick snap from Mariota. It's a handoff. And it is a run, and it is a first down from Dion Lewis. He gets 8, and he gets more on a gain of around 18 yards. Just inexcusable.
Listen. Vernon needs to go. Done.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's Vernon on the backside.
Vernon on the backside.
Destroyed.
Dion Lewis.
I'm sorry.
Just picking up a first down on 3rd and 8 plus some. The Titans have rushed for 194 yards on the ground today. The Giants, 47. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left now as the Titans hand off again to the left, inside the 20, 15, inside the 14 to the 12 guys maybe. Fuck. Come on. Over 200 yards now on the ground for this Tennessee Titan team, and Shermer looking defeated there on the sideline as he gets rained on, both on and off the field.
Yes. I mean, it's disheartening today that we got manhandled.
Well, if I'm being honest, can I be bluntly honest, Justin?
Sure.
I am so relieved for one thing. My timeline and my mentions are going to be very quiet this week. Because how people were talking prior to the game and for the week following this 4 out of 5 and this we're going to run the table. You think you know. I've been quite popular.
Well, I mean, Jimmy, you're right. I mean, realists understood that the Giants were not running the table. And we looked at the wins that they had against, the Nick Mullins and all those guys. Come on, let's be real. It goes to show you today.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty.
Oh.
That's going to be a penalty. That's going to leave a mark.
And
that's going to leave a mark. Step away. That was. I don't know if Ogletree was the one that threw him down, but he's in the mix there as tempers flare. As it looks like the Titans player was thrown back unnecessarily as the play was coming to an end.
I think, it's Vernon. Bringing back Vernon or Eli what's the biggest mistake? I don't know.
And that's such a stupid play. That's such they're blowing it dead. Why? Why? The ref clearly has his arm up. The whistle's blowing. Why? Why?
He's got to go.
Football.
He's Jimmy. How much money does this guy make?
$85 million.
80. How many sacks does he have? How many sacks does he have in his career as a Giant? I would love to know it.
I don't know, but he shouldn't even have a roster spot next year.
No.
Next week. Forget next year. Next week.
Yeah, no,
He doesn't bring anything to the team.
That's ridiculous. He is horrible. Uh-oh. Go find out. All right, Jimmy, breaking news.
Go ahead. They're ordering food again without you?
Jimmy, I got my investigative reporter.
Yep.
Sophia, what's she's going from the sideline?
Sophia's going downstairs. She's going to find out what's going on. She's going to report back in about 2 minutes.
As Henry takes the snap, we'll wait on Sophia to report about the food, and he goes down to the 15. Now, Justin, just to fill you in, for the last 2 weeks, right? So 2 weeks ago, Joey wakes up. His son has a sleepover. His son's, 15 now?
14 going on 15. Yes, sir.
Right? So right around the same age as my daughter, same age. So they start, he's having a sleepover. All the friends are over. Joey wakes up, makes them breakfast in the morning. They go to watch the game. They go to watch the game, and then the kids decide that they want to order food, and they order it. They don't ask Joey if he wants anything. So then last week, as Mariota with a little option pitches to Henry down to the 10, spins down to around the 6, is where they'll mark it, setting up a 3rd and 4 maybe. So then last week, Sophia comes in as they're trying to do the same thing again, and reports on it. And then Nicholas, his son, was able to come in and I think save himself a little bit. But that's what we got going on over there. How about that?
Yeah, Justin, it was crazy. It's like they came over and I was like, I got them food for dinner. I woke up in the morning. I went out and got bacon and eggs. I cooked them all eggs, the whole 9 yards. Next thing I know, they order food without me.
Out.
Bullshit.
It's just disrespectful. So what do you got, Soph? Are they ordering food?
They're ordering food, and I got to order something. Yes.
Oh. So you're in on
So she got the order. Nice.
Wow.
And I told them.
My investigative reporter just turned on me.
She sold you out.
My brother that tell Dad if he wants something, so they're not telling him. So now I'm gonna go.
Whoa!
yell.
What happened there? It was 3rd and 4. Looks like they were about to get to the play, and then they just went to commercial. Now they're back, and the Giants stopped them. So it looks like Tennessee will have to settle for a field goal, which will make it a 3-score game with 5 minutes left. Pretty much, the Giants need a miracle if they're going to be able
block
to.
A field goal.
Yeah.
If you ever had a field goal block that was on your streak in your repertoire, now's the time to pull it out. Let's see what you got, Pat Shermer.
Dalvin Cook from 21 yards out adds a touchdown for the Vikings. They're up big. We'll get around the league with 5 minutes left after the field goal. There's a couple of good games going on right now. But we'll do the field goal first.
Here it comes.
Here's the snap, spot, kick, good. Just inside the right upright there. If you're left upright if you're watching on TV. But 17-0. Ugh.
That's it. All she wrote.
So, quick look around the league. Let's get you caught up. It's a blowout in Atlanta. 7:14 left there. Arizona ball, not that it really means anything. Atlanta leads 40-7. That game pretty much a wrap. Buffalo and Detroit in the middle of a good one. Buffalo leads 14-13. They have the ball, but it's 3rd and 6 with 2 minutes left as Detroit tries to get the ball back, come down, and maybe steal one on the road with a late field goal. We'll see what happens there. Green Bay trails by 10. They have the ball, 4th and 6, close to midfield. Looks like they'll go for it here from their own 45. $1:53 left in that one. They trail by 10, 24-14, as Chicago inches forward towards solidifying their playoff spot. Indianapolis, 23-0 over Dallas. It hasn't really been a match there. Dallas had a couple of chances early, had a field goal block. Elliott fumbled at the 1-yard line on a 4th down play, and Indianapolis has ran the ball well with Marlon Mack today. Looks like he's over 100 yards. 23-0 Indianapolis leads. They have the ball with 3 minutes left there. Minnesota, we told you, just scored. and despite the outbreak of Kalen Balaj, has a 41-17 lead with 7:49 left in the fourth. Washington and Jacksonville knotted at 13. Washington has the ball back, and they're going in at the Jacksonville 23. There's a minute 10 left there. So Washington, with Josh Johnson, trying to get a win on the road to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. We'll check in with them as time winds down there. Baltimore gets another W. They win 20-12. That game has just gone final. There's your look around the league.
It's a sad day in Giants land. Mostly because, we gave the starting quarterback job next year to a guy, and he shit the bed. Eli Manning.
Giants get the ball back for what it's worth, and if you're playing fantasy and you have a big week this week, you're hoping for maybe some garbage points if you got any of these Giant players gone. And that's really the best we can stick around for right now as we approach the end of this ball game. Corey Coleman out to the 24 is where the Giant offense will start. Giant offense today, not much to speak about as we look at the numbers. 14-30 for Eli. 162 yards. He threw a pick. Could have had more than one. And then there's the fumble as well, which led to the second touchdown for Henry. Barkley, 14 for 31 yards on the ground, 14 carries. Receiving-wise for the Giants, 7 receptions for 67 yards for Ingram, 2 for Shepard for 37, 2 for Barkley for 10, and then Shepard 1 for 22, Fowler 1 for 18, and Corey Coleman 1 for 8. And Eli out of the shotgun from his own 24. Takes the snap, looks, throws complete to the 30. Looks like it's Russell Shepard there. Giants should be in the hurry up from here on out. As Russell Shepard now playing hopscotch to the sideline. Second and 4 from the 30. Takes the snap, flings it out to Barkley after instant pressure, and the throw wasn't close. Looks like a Giant is slow getting up. Is that Wheeler? It is, but he's to his feet.
Yeah, Wheeler because he got destroyed.
Eli saw the rush coming and just whipped it out to his left for Barkley. And Wheeler with the hardest hit on Manning all day long.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Here we go. Out of the gun, Barkley to his right. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap, looks over the middle, throws, and short to Shepard. Would have been a first down, but the ball skipped in there. Not a good throw by Eli. And
did he skip in there, or did he?
Well, let's take a look before I crucify him again. But it looked like the throw was low regardless. They're not going to show it again. And Eli right back to the gun. 4:20 left. From their own 30, Eli has the ball and now steps to his left, lofts it up down the sideline, and there is just not a fucking guy in sight. We'll see if there's any miracle. There's a flag.
Wow,
let's check. Maybe it's a holding penalty or something. Let's see what happened. Maybe we got some more riveting Giant offense to call.
Who was he throwing it to there? There was nobody there.
I don't understand, but we'll check the penalty. Holding against Tennessee. The Giants will keep the ball and have another shot here.
I'll tell you what, man. Odell Beckham's quad better be, like, falling off of his body.
Washington won. Field goal ends it in Jacksonville. Washington wins on the road 16-13.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. 16-13, Washington. Eli to the left. It's complete. It's going to be a first down. 4 minutes left. The completion went to Davis, who now pushes a Titan off of him as he tries to hustle up as the Giants try to line up again. Should be a first down and move the chains. They haven't respotted the yellow line. Now they will. Giants get back into formation at their own 46. Eli has it already in the gun, takes it, now dumps it to Barkley at midfield. Stutter steps his way to the 45, spins his way down for another Giant first down and a gain of 11. Down to the Titan 43. 3.5 left. And that's what we were talking about, those garbage points that can add up if you still got Barkley or any of these Giant guys playing. See what they give you. Eli takes the snap down the right sideline. There's a duck, and my God, was that an ugly pass. Intended for Ingram, broken up by Woodyard on the coverage, and second down. Green Bay adds a field goal, 45 yards from Mason Crosby. There's 11 seconds there, so figuring they're trying to kick the field goal there to do the onside kick and take a shot at the end zone. We'll see what happens. We'll keep you in the loop. Our final in Indy, 23-0, Colts shut out Dallas. Giants trying not to get shut out from Tennessee. 2nd and 10. Eli has the ball. Little dump out across the middle for Shepard and just not even close to him. Could have put the ball on him there. Shepard might have had a shot to do something with it. Ball not close. Incomplete, 3rd and 10. Manning 17-37 for a $190.
37 pass attempts in this weather.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, they've had a throw. I mean, they've been losing. They've been throwing the whole game. So
37 pass attempts.
43, 3rd and 10. Here's 44. And he gets it down to, 38. He gets it down to Ingram.
Now Ingram's limping.
Down to the 35. Ingram's 8th catch of the day for 75 yards. And the Giants on a 4th and 2, which may be their last shot to get points and not get blanked out at home. 4th and 2, Eli takes the snap, looking to his left, throws, and he's got Davis completed.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.